What team are you playing for right now?
Oscar Mike.
what's that's who you took? That's the team that went to Columbia.
Yeah, it was like a composite team. We had like some players from around, but we were billed as Oscar Mike Militia.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I've like not been paying any attention to rugby at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last season was like, it was a blast. But like, summertime's so nice. Take a break.
Yeah, dude.
To take my mind off it.
That's kind of how I've been. I've been training for this marathon.
I was gonna say you were gonna go out for a push later.
Yeah. I did an hour on the rower this morning.
That's so nice.
Yeah,
I need to get in something like that. Just get my cardio up.
Dude,
I just want my...
the rower is cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll have to show you it. It's in my room.
I want to see.
Yeah,
it.
I just got it off Amazon. It's like $300.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And I didn't really have to like do too many modifications.
Well, gosh, I got like a hand cycle to do that inside with like a trainer on it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, except for I've used it like maybe 2 times ever. It's a nice giant dust collector right now, but
the rower is cool because the only thing I really need is like the active hands, those little Velcro straps that you can use for a variety of things.
That's such a difference, like being able to like grip it nicely and comfortably.
Do you fish?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, sort of. Well, like I do go fishing, but like I just, probably 2 or 3 times a year max.
I've seen some cool modifications for like fishing rods.
Yeah, I always tell myself, all right, if I'm gonna like get into this, I gotta go get something that'll work better.
Yeah, I haven't yet, but I want to get into it.
I just saw an article about some show coming up, but I like skimmed it. I didn't realize it feels like a TV show or like a show, like at the Expo Center. I don't know. Anyways.
For fishing?
For fishing, yeah, like adaptive, all kinds of adaptive, like outdoor equipment.
Like an outdoor wheelchair?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Huh, I have to look into that.
But that's where I said I just really quickly skimmed it. Because the article was in Sandpoint, or Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh, it's not going to be by, so I probably won't go.
Huh.
Should look into it, though. But that'd be a good idea, like, to have something like that. Go get everything checked out in one spot,
Yeah. I've never been to one of those, like, wheelchair expos.
Right.
Like, the big ones. Like, there's one in, like, Chicago and probably Seattle.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
So much stuff. What's the adaptive fishing stuff that you have, though?
What I have, but I haven't used, is it's like a piece of rubber that you fit over the reel, and it's got like some Velcro on it.
Okay.
And then it's got a glove that has Velcro on the other side, and then you can use that to attach to the reel, and then you can reel, and then you use the active hand on the hand that's holding the pole.
Dude, yeah. Well, that's all it would take is something just to hold the pole solid, and then something to attach your hand to the reel.
Yeah, and it's Velcro, so you can put your hand on and off.
We went tuna fishing one time, and it was like I was out there fishing, and I was like feeling good. I was like, hey, I can do this. I'm just like sitting there holding like freaking fish caught to like snag that thing. Dude, there was no way I was holding on to that thing or reeling it at all. I was like,
and you were just in your everyday?
Yeah. Oh, like on the back of a boat. I was like, no way.
Get yanked out in the ocean.
Yeah, no way. Yeah. That'd be good.
Do you can swim, right?
I can like float and like flounder around in the water. It looks like I'm dying, but like I enjoy it. I usually I just was swimming in a pool a couple days ago, like scared these kids because like go up to the edge of the pool and like kind of fall in.
Yeah.
But yeah, except for like summer times here, so my belly's getting quite big, and I was like swimming today, and I was like, shit, this is not as easy to swim when I'm fucking fat.
You're like huffing for air.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I'm gonna sit in the hot tub now.
Do you? I've never been in a hot tub since I've been in a chair.
Dude, you got a hot tub, man. It's like so nice because you're a little floaty. It's hot water, so it's like comfortable.
Yeah.
It's like I usually don't like swimming because I get cold, and so it's like nice, dude.
Yeah, I bet it feels amazing.
Yeah, you gotta.
I just kind of worry about like AD.
Oh, just because it's hot?
Yeah.
Dude, I've never had any experience with that when it being hot. And usually when people are like, "Oh, it's kind of hot," I'm like, "Throw me in."
Yeah.
I love it. So it's dude, you gotta do it.
Yeah.
And the jets feel good if you get it on the shoulders, and
that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
The only time I really get in the water now is like when I'm scuba diving.
Oh, now that's something I've not done, and I'd love to.
Oh, dude, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's my new kick. Like if I would have discovered scuba diving 10 years ago before rugby, I probably would have never been a rugby player.
Okay.
Yeah.
My brother's like a major scuba diver, and like got me in the pool one time to try to scuba dive.
Yeah.
We didn't have enough weight to like keep me down, or something was happening. I like could not go down. But I want to try again.
Yeah. It sounds like a weight issue, but yeah, once you figure all that out, like, dude, it's such
like Will and Jeff go a lot, and I didn't know you did.
Will was one that kind of like talked me into it.
Yeah.
And then I just got into it like a year ago. Okay. And I'm balls deep, dude. I fucking love it.
So where do you like to go, or like where have you gone?
So I've gone to Cozumel. That was my first dive trip.
Is that in Mexico?
Yeah, off the coast of Cancun.
Okay.
It's an island.
Okay.
And it's pretty much like a diver's paradise. And it's awesome there too because it's all drift diving, so you don't really have to swim.
Oh, nice.
And, dude, you feel like you're flying. Like underwater cities. Like, yeah. Dude, the coral down there is so healthy. And it's like, there's one part called like Palacar Caves.
Yeah.
And it's like swimming or floating through like a canyon.
Oh, wow.
Just a canyon of reefs.
That's crazy.
And there's a lot of cool swim throughs and wildlife.
And
we saw a
how long
shark.
did it take you to like get used to doing it and like getting into it?
Right away.
Okay.
I've always been really comfortable in the water.
Is that where you did your first time in Cozumel?
So I did the training down in Phoenix.
Okay.
You know the Ability 360?
Yeah.
The pool?
Yeah.
That was the first time
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. There's a dive shop down there called Saguaro Scuba.
Yeah.
And they do like dive ability.
Okay. Like a clinic or something?
Yeah.
Like you can check it out?
Yeah. It was like a 3-day thing. It was cool.
Okay.
Totally worth it. Yeah, it sucks because it's kind of expensive, but I swear you could probably.
Yeah, but they got a really good setup though. It's all accessible.
I wonder if the Challenge Athletes Foundation would give you a grant to do all that.
Maybe.
That'd be cool. That'd be something to look into.
I should look into that. That'd be awesome.
Dude,
I want to go down there to try out their golf carts. The go-karts.
Yeah.
No, the golf carts that like you can go golfing. They like stand you up and.
Oh yeah, the para golfer.
Yeah. I've always wanted to try. I don't know about how to hold on to the actual like, but I'm sure they got that figured out. So.
You're like of Scottish descent.
Yes.
I have a buddy, Odie. You know Odie?
Uh-huh.
He's gone golfing in Scotland.
Oh, really?
Using the para golfer.
That's awesome.
Said it was dope on the old course.
Oh, man. Oh,
yeah.
I love that. Oh, man, I'd eat that shit up. That'd be so fun.
That should be like on your bucket list.
Yeah, that would be... Okay, that means that maybe the course has one there. Because you can go onto the website and there's like a map of everywhere that's got it.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah, I wonder how you travel with something like that.
Yeah, probably.
So I've always wondered about that. Like, if I wanted to take my track chair to Hawaii...
Yeah.
Like, could I check it like it's my everyday?
Dude, my off-road chair, I drove it like into the jetway and like transferred into the aisle chair and then just put it in freewheel.
You were driving your off-road chair through the airport? Oh, that's dope.
I took it to Hawaii, and so I like went to work that day in it, and I like got dropped off. I don't know why we did this. Sometimes you do crazy shit. They like dropped me off in Delta Park, and I like took the Max in my off-road chair into work in Portland. Worked and then like worked a little bit and then took the Max to the airport and like met my family. I don't know why I worked on the day we left, but anyways. Yeah, drove it in. I remember at one point at the airport, this is in Hawaii once we got there, and they like set my chair in the corner for me to get in. I was like, I'm gonna rip your carpet up, guys. I'm like, if I move, and they're like, oh, it's okay. I like moved it like it's like skid steer. It was like and just like ripped up all their carpet.
What kind of off-road chair do you have?
It's by Magic Mobility out of Australia. It's like the X8, X4.
Is it
X8.
track or wheels?
It's wheels, so it's like 4 motors,
but like
one motor
ATV wheels.
Yeah. And it kind of works like, it's not like quite skid steer, but anyways, yeah. Some will go forward and some will go reverse.
Have you been in the track chair?
I have, yeah. You know Jason Holdall.
Yep. I've had him on the show.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Love Jason. And I was down there and he had one and tried it. They're sweet.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, the tipping point kind of thing for like quads with no abs, you know, it's like, that's, I don't know. I've taken my chair in a lot of places where I was like, the track chair, I couldn't have done this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like going inside too, but.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The track chair is wide. They do have a new suspension model.
Oh, really?
That I'm gonna try to get a grant to get.
Oh,
because I have one that I use for like hunting.
Yeah.
But it's the regular standard track, and
you have to like when you.
It's got the tilt though.
Yeah. The
quick tilt.
So like if you need it, you can. So that's totally kind of nice though.
Yeah, it's got the oh shit handle.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, you just gotta kind of know how to like move and then work the tilt and just kind of shift your weight around and when to brace yourself.
I could definitely use a track chair.
It's dope.
Yeah. Mine
if I get a grant for the suspension one, I think I'm gonna donate or do like a contest on like social media.
There we go. Nice.
And give one away.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I would like probably find myself in trouble if I had one of those.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh man.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, I mean, it opens up a world of possibilities. Like I recommended one to my buddy. Do you know Ronnie from Jacksonville?
Names. I'm better with faces.
Okay. Yeah, he recently got one, and I see him on Facebook all the time, just out fishing. Like, just he's got a whole trailer set up where his like tackle box is back there, and he can just pull up and. Yeah, he's straight up and he lives out in Florida, so he's just on the beach just fishing.
Sweet.
It's dope. I was just like, man, that's
dude. One time, I actually like got in my off-road chair. I live right across the river from a pretty sweet fishing spot, but it's not accessible. So I got on my off-road chair early in the morning, got my gear, drove all the way down under my off-road chair and like fished. I didn't catch anything, but it was like, and then drove all the way home, and I did it like before work, and I felt so accomplished. I was like, dude, this chair's freaking soft. But I haven't caught anything there.
Just keep trying.
I know, right? I need to. Well, they closed fishing in that spot, so
that's a good like.
And sad end of the story is that I don't fish very often anymore.
That'd be a good little like morning routine.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Except for I'm not a morning person.
Yeah.
Yeah, never really have been, but. It's like once I'm up, then I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like getting out of bed, I'm like, dude, no way. I'm going to savor this.
That's how I am. Like, I have never hit the snooze button in my life. So once the alarm goes off, I get up at 5:55 every morning.
Dude, I cannot do that.
Yeah.
I'm like snooze to the last second.
I look at it like it's a test. It's like your first challenge of the day. And it's like, are you going to hit the snooze button and just be lazy and fail your first test and set yourself up for failure like the rest of the day, or
like I can fail this time?
Yeah. And that's why I set the alarm for 5:55, so I can have like I can be like, yeah, I was up before 6. Maybe just by 5 minutes, but I can still say
nice.
That. Yeah. And I'm by no means a morning person. It's just like one of those like stubborn sheer power things that I just like. Well, I can't start the day like being a lazy piece of shit. So,
well, I like to set my alarm for like 11.
Yeah.
10:55. I woke up before 11.
Yeah, dude. Like it's summer break, and like you're normally a teacher.
And that's the thing. I usually wake up at, let's see, when do I wake up? Like 6. And I'll tell you, I set my alarm for 6. I usually get out of bed at 6:30. And, I'll snooze that time, kind of doze or whatever. And then I leave the house at 7. I got to be at school by 7:30. So I got pretty much, that's my routine, but summertime now, so sleeping in a little bit.
Yeah.
Trying to, but we've been camping a lot. So like with 2 almost 4-year-olds.
Yeah.
So there's no sleeping in.
Dude, when we were out at Gambler Town, we camped out like about a mile away where it was completely quiet.
Oh, I bet.
And like, I mean, the stars were out. Like you could see the Milky Way, and
dude, the stars were epic.
Yeah, I saw my first shooting star.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I never stared at the sky long enough.
Oh,
but
dude, I love shooting stars.
Yeah, it was incredible as a streaker.
Nice. Huge.
Yeah, man, it was incredible. Yeah, that's actually why I wanted to have you on the show was we the last time we saw each other we were gambling.
Gambler. Oh man, through the pumice haze, like I saw you right after we put hand controls onto the Forester, and I had driven that Forester for about 20 seconds before I saw you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just getting a feel for it.
I was like, okay.
I bought some hand controls, and I just was not comfortable driving with them.
Oh, really?
So for next year, you're
gonna get it hooked up.
Yeah,
dude,
I'm gonna get a legit set.
Is gonna be off. I'm like, I've got all these. Once you go, you get all these ideas of what you want to do next year.
Yeah. How many times have you done it?
That was my 3rd one. So I did it last summer Gambler.
Yeah.
In Tumult. And then we did the Winter Gambler in, what's it called there? In the Columbia River Gorge.
Yeah.
Castle Rock or?
Oh, right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I always get the town wrong. And dude, that was crazy because it just rained like the whole time.
What time of year was that?
Gosh, dude, it was like November or like October, November, or maybe it was crazy.
Dude,
we survived.
It's incredible how much it's blown up.
It's got big.
Yeah.
Well, then this year, they like sold out and had other campsites too, and that's where you camped. We showed up like super early and got.
They sold out.
Well, I think they said they closed it off at 6,000.
Yeah, I know they had to put a deadline, like a hard deadline.
Yeah, maybe they didn't, but I got the feeling that like. They did, and that's why they were doing that.
And there were probably some like illegal gamblers where they just like they just showed up. They just showed up and then found a spot to camp.
Probably. I mean, there was space.
There were spots all over. You didn't necessarily have to be in Gambler Town.
Right. It was because there was like definitely their own little crews that got like these little kind of inlets there in the quarry.
Yeah. Which
would be super fun to get. That's what we were saying. So we've always taken. Well, the first year we had 2 cars. The winter one, we had 2 cars. This one, the one guy blew his knee out, so we just took 1 Gambler and like a support truck.
Yeah.
And so this was my 3rd one navigating with Jake. It's my buddy Jake. And next year, we were like, I'm branching out. I'm doing my own car.
Yeah.
I think my dad signed up to navigate. So
all right.
Well, it's like hopefully that works out.
What are you thinking about using?
Got some friends who had. I was like over doing something. And I look out in this field and it's like this, just beautiful like unicorn. It's a burgundy Subaru Loyal wagon. Early 90s.
Yeah.
It's grass growing up all around it, and I was like, "What are you guys doing with that Subaru out there?" And she was like, "Oh, it's like been sitting out there forever. We wanted to fix it, but we just never got to it." She's like, "If you want to take a look at it, you can have it." I was like, yes, please. Yeah. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to get that. And dude, Dave, I can't remember his last name. He's like came out and played rugby for a while.
Pearson.
Yeah, Dave Pearson.
Yeah.
He's like put up like a free truck wheelchair lift, like it picks up your chair, swings it in. Yeah.
The Bruno crane.
Yeah,
That's what I have.
He was like, anybody who wants this can have it. And I was like, booyah. And that was like maybe 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I've never used it. And so I'm going to get that. And I'm going to weld it to the top of the Subaru and like I'm going to lift the Subaru. And that's going to like put me into the front seat.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know about how it's going to work out.
Weight limit wise.
Is it just for a chair? Oh.
Yeah.
Dude,
I know there is I know there is a heavy duty one.
Okay.
That can lift power chairs.
Oh, dude. I think Dave, like, he was in a power chair. Maybe it could be a power chair one.
Yeah.
I'm going to check it out. But if not, I can always just, like, dude, totally Jimmy rig it.
Yeah.
And just, that's the whole point of it, right? Like,
I wish I would have got a power chair one. That way I can sling myself into my truck bed.
Yeah. Well, my thought was to, because in Gambler Town, it's like people were chilling on top of their cars.
I know.
So
I was jealous.
Build a freaking like patio on top of the Loyale. So this is like build a patio, put that freaking crane lift like 2 stories up.
Yeah.
So it can lift me up to level 1 driving or level 2 patio.
And then you could just chill like in a hammock.
Dude, just chill up there.
Bring the crane all the way up and just chill like in a hammock.
That's what I'm saying. Like onto the top, chill, and then like lift me in. That way I can lift it too, like more than, from what I can transfer. Dude,
you were in Gambler's Town after dark.
Yes.
When the music was going off.
Oh yeah.
What was that like? Was that just straight up like?
Okay.
Was it like the Thunderdome?
No, the music it was more like the revving of the engines and like the lights that people would put on their stuff, and that's what was fun, I think. And dude, whatever I bring next year too is gonna have like lasers and something, because all the dust and stuff with like lasers through it.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was fun.
Trippy.
Yeah. So I think that's the cool part. Lights, definitely.
All right. Yeah. I've been thinking about what I want to do to my rig because it survived.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my old.
What did you take? I never heard.
It's
Pathfinder.
Yeah, well, it's a QX4. It's the Infinity.
I don't know.
It's the Infinity version of the Pathfinder.
Oh, okay.
So it's got like a Bose radio and luxury seats. And you know what's funny is so it's been passed down through this entire house. Like my mom drove it, and then Pat drove it.
Nice.
And then I drove it for a little bit, and then my brother Teddy.
So there's hand controls on it?
No.
Oh wait, you were saying this is the one that you didn't feel comfortable.
Dude, I had this one in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I drove this one like my senior year through like college for a little bit.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, so it's just been like passed around, and my brother finally got a new car, and so it's just been sitting in the backyard. And this year, my summer was open, and I was like, dude, I've known about the Gambler for like 4 years because it started here in Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just found out about it last summer, and I found out about like a week before I went. My buddy Jake was like, I got a spot in the back if you want to go. And I was like, heck yeah. So
yeah,
I jumped in unknowing what I was even getting myself into.
What do you like about it?
I like about it is like, well, obviously like driving a fun car, like getting on like the back roads. I like the navigating part too.
Right.
I mean, obviously hanging out with Jake and friends. And
did you guys actually gamble down there?
Sort of. So like we went to Conversion Brewing. Well, we went to World of Speed and did like the rolling start.
Okay.
So that was fun because like, listen to this. We started we actually have another car. We had it's like a early 90s Loyale. It's blue. And that's what we gambled the first 2. And then the third one, we sawzalled off the back of it, turned it into like a truck.
Yeah.
We got like,
just an open cap.
Some square beam and like, braced it up and like welded caps on it. So like got it all like, it was looking really good. We got some semi stacks and like welded it so that it came out this top. It was like looking badass. And, but we like went to go, and the water pump, or not the water pump, the fuel pump, just died.
Oh, it sucks.
Like literally the morning of, and the fuel pump's in the fuel tank, and it's like we didn't want to get it. We had the Forester that we bought for next year because it has a bad motor. It only runs on 3 cylinders.
Yeah.
So we were like, fuck it, let's take the Forester. So we hopped in the Forester. We did it, and it's all on 3 cylinders. So, but as long as you kept it up high, it would like run so great. The check engine light like started flashing at us, and we're like, whatever. Anyways, we made it. So we did Conversion Brewing, or we did the World of Speed, Conversion Brewing. Then went like right after Sweet Home, Oregon. You like head north.
Yeah.
Kind of right after the lake there, you kind of take this bridge and get on the other side of the river. You head up the river, and then you kind of like head up into the hills a little bit. But it was beautiful. It was like, I don't remember ever seeing natural rhododendrons, or like there's rhododendrons everywhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, we'll come over here and get one of these.
Right. Yeah. What do you know what the deal was with people picking up pine cones? Did you notice that?
No.
People had like bags full of just the giant pine cones that were everywhere.
What?
And we were having a debate about what they were doing, and
I never
our
noticed
conclusion was our conclusion was that it was for arts and crafts.
Arts and crafts. I mean, maybe it's like pine cones. Yeah.
Yeah, like you spray paint them white and shit.
Yeah. Totally. I mean, maybe there's like a sweet market for that out there, because I'd collect pine cones. Well, I probably wouldn't actually.
Yeah, either that or for like tinder.
I was gonna say, yeah, using it as fire starter, and yeah.
I was trying to figure that out. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, so we had the QX4, and we just had to get a new battery for it, and it fired up and started running. So we changed out the spark plugs because that had never been done. Those things were. Dude, and okay, so get this, dude. Riddle me this.
Yeah.
And this has been blown my mind.
Okay.
We were changing out the spark plugs.
Yeah.
And we ended up pulling out 7 spark plugs.
What?
We pulled out 2 spark plugs from a cylinder. It's a V6. Somehow we ended up, we have a picture of it, all 7 spark plugs. We're like, what the fuck?
How did that happen?
I have no idea. And I think the guys are fucking with us, because it's a team of 4, and it's 4 Marines.
Okay.
Right? It's like three Marine buddies of mine.
Had to be.
And I'm thinking 2 of them were in on it and are fucking with the other 2, because we were working on a different part of the truck.
All right.
Yeah. But we just leveled it out.
Nice.
Got the maintenance up, and then just did some cosmetic treatments.
What did you do?
We sanded the fuck out of the hood.
Nice.
With a belt sander.
Nice.
Gouged it all up and spray painted it black.
Sweet.
Threw the sweet decal on it. The gambler skull.
Oh, yes. We had one on the Subaru, but
yeah.
Nice.
Did some janky ass flag mounts.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Dude, that was one thing I was missing. I didn't have a flag mount. I brought a flag. I brought a Cascadia flag for my tent.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, I take it everywhere I go and like put it up.
That's I got a Cascadia sticker on the back of my
Oh, sweet.
On my laptop.
Nice. For 4th of July, I wore my Cascadia shirt and my Uncle Sam, like Cascadia Sam shirt.
Yeah.
And like had my Cascadia flag flying. But dude, the off-road, I wish that the waypoints were more off-road.
Yeah.
It was a while till we hit like off pavement.
Yeah.
Going what they did. And we didn't follow it all the way either.
So our plan next year is I'm gonna get new shocks for the pig. Yeah. It's actually we nicknamed her the barracks rat.
The barracks rat?
Yeah, which is like it's like, I guess, Marine talk for like a chick who gets around.
Oh, like, nice.
Who gets around the barracks.
Like, nice. Well, sounds like what you said. That car's been around.
Yeah, well, that, and it's like 4 Marines, and
nice.
We've all been inside her. So I'm going to kind of rat her up a little bit. Maybe find like a big, like nasty, like rubber sewer rat like doll.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
like
sweet.
staple her to the hood or something.
We let's see, what were we? We were Black Ice, which is not as cool as that, but
Black Ice.
We had
That's
like
creative.
There was
though.
a Black Ice air freshener. It was like a black
Yeah.
tree. It's a Black Ice. I was like, that's what we were. We had like a nice set of walkie talkies to talk to the.
They
support
have
dude.
they have a cannabis one.
Oh, called Black Ice.
No. Probably, but they have an air freshener that's cannabis.
Oh, really?
Why would you want that in your car?
I don't. That would be.
You get pulled over, you're so fucked.
Yeah, that seems like a. That seems weird. You
Dude.
wouldn't want that.
Dude, what's it like
That's
living in a green state?
It's nice.
It's weird when you get outside the bubble, and
Yeah.
it's like oh shit, like I'm committing a crime.
Right. Yeah. I was just in Idaho, and I don't think.
No, it's
It's-
illegal there.
yeah. I think it's probably going to be the last state to legalize it.
Yeah, dude. I thought Utah was gonna be, but they're on
Yeah.
board.
Yeah.
I still think Alabama or Mississippi.
Everybody in Idaho who I was like talking to about it was like, "There's no way." I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah,
You guys are-
they got the conservatives and they got the Mormons. But hey, dude, Team Mormon is all aboard marijuana.
Really? Maybe
Yeah,
like,
no. Well, Utah's
it-
gonna legalize it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it'll spread.
They still don't have the lottery.
What?
Yeah, there's 6 states that don't do the lottery.
Utah doesn't do the lottery?
No, Alabama, Mississippi, Nevada, because of
Wow.
all the casinos, and then Alaska and Hawaii.
They got to get on that lottery.
Yeah. Dude, Nevada is they're going through like a marijuana crisis. They can't grow the shit fast enough.
Well, Oregon has like a surplus. How
Yeah,
doesn't
and
Oregon
we
just sell it to
well,
Nevada?
what's weird is you can't ship out of state because you're crossing state lines.
Oh man, they got to fix that.
Yeah, it's
Maybe just for surplus.
dude. It's illegal if I drive across to Vancouver, Washington, which is right across the river,
Right.
with a joint.
That's
perfect.
illegal?
Yeah, because I'm crossing state lines.
Well, good thing I've never done that.
Yeah, no, I would never do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's just weird when you get outside the bubble and you're like, oh shit, like I can get in trouble if I get pulled over right now.
Dude, that's so true, man. We live in these bubbles, and when you get outside it and people are not the same as you, you're like, oh boy. You gotta assimilate.
Yeah. Dude, dude, I was just in Australia.
Okay, what's it like in Australia? I've never been.
Hardcore illegal.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
you're
Australia
going to
is
jail.
beautiful, but yeah.
Okay.
Dude, guess how much a vape pen and a cartridge there costs?
Like on the streets? Because you
Yeah.
can't go buy it.
Nope.
Uh,
Yeah, it's all black market.
we're talking maybe $100?
More.
200?
More.
What? 300?
More.
400?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess people gotta get it. They gotta get it. Supply and demand.
Yeah. It's I was like, damn. Shit. Like that's if I'd have known that, dude, maybe, shove a couple up my ass and take the risk. Pay for my flight.
Yeah. You're like, worth it.
Yeah. There is a so I have family there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I got 4 aunts and like
Nice.
7 or 8 cousins.
Do you go to visit them and like do you
Yeah.
travel around?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been I think like 5 or 6 times.
Where do
now.
they live?
In Sydney.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's like south, right?
New South Wales, which is like the East Coast, like the Southeast Coast.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember where Erica spent. Oh man, I don't like spacing on the name of it right now. Erica was in Australia. Wasn't Perth? Oh, I'll remember it later.
I haven't been there. That'll be next.
That's like, yeah. My brother.
I want to go there in Overland.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
Yeah, it's huge there. I think they invented the term. I think
that
they
would be
invented.
fun.
Yeah, because there's just so
rent a
much,
van.
dude. There's so much wild country.
That would be so fun, and you could just because it's huge, man.
huge. Yeah, it's like 2/3 of the United States, maybe.
That would be so fun. I would do that, and what I'd also do there is rally school. They have I'm sure they have rally schools here, but Australia go rally the shit out of a Subaru.
Yeah.
And get like I said, overland van. That'd be so fun.
Would that be your first thing you buy if you won the lottery?
Yes.
A rally car?
And I would build a track.
Ooh.
I would build like a rallycross track.
And just
I'd buy property.
And have a couple different vehicles that have hand controls.
Oh yeah, and a big ass like vehicle shop. You
Yeah.
know, a couple rally cars, and yeah, totally, 100%.
If Oscar Mike ever takes off and
Yeah.
like we all become millionaires.
Yeah. That's what you do too.
Well, I know Noah's really big into rallying.
Okay.
And
dude,
I think he'd be totally on board with that because he talks about rallying all the time.
Right.
Yeah. He's met like Travis Pastrana, and like we want to like collaborate and do some shit with him. And
that would be cool. I saw him when he came into town with the Rallycross, the American Rallycross. Is that what they call it now? American Rallycross, or?
I haven't kept up on like motorsports in a while.
Oh yeah. Well, they came into town to PIR and did like their first couple of stages there, and so I got to go.
This is rally cars on a track.
Yeah. Well, they do like a little on like the track, but there's like the motocross track there too, so they get onto the dirt. Too.
Okay.
And but then they got like a pit there, so they like come screaming in, and you see the pit crew do their thing, and it was like super fun to see. And it was like, I want to do it for sure. And they had the Rallycross at the Gambler too, Hoop DX.
The Hoop DX.
Yeah, and I wanted to do that, and that's why we put the hand controls in too, to like, well, go up and like get me a chance to like get out there and rally around too.
Yeah.
And then we wanted to do Hoop DX, but it ended up being like $20 a lap, and you had to have a helmet.
Oh, really?
And then you had to go through spec to like make sure your car's gonna be okay.
Yeah, and not gonna burst into flames.
Yeah, we got there a little late too, and then like the lines were super long, so we were just like, we'll do it. But I want to like set up something like that. Like I said, like if I was a millionaire, that's what I'd do. But it wouldn't cost much. Or like my parents has got like a little bit of property. We could like set some sort of like maybe just like a couple hairpin turns.
You ever been to a bog run?
No, but like I love that stuff.
Yeah, they do one out here.
Okay.
And it's just a dude who
he's got some property.
Yeah,
and
his family has a ranch out there, and they're just like, yeah, that's just the thing we do once a year.
Dude,
we'll set up the bogs.
That.
Yeah.
Take the Subaru out there.
Yeah, dude, come check it out. I think it's in September.
Okay, let me know more about that because I would love to do that. But I used to like, my parents have this road that goes through the wetlands, and then like up at the end, there's like all this land out there that they don't really do anything with. And
how many acres are we talking?
It's like 12 acres.
Okay.
But it's only like 1 acre wide, so it's really long. It goes through these wetlands, so but they've got like this gravel road you can drive out there. Anyways, we would drive out there, and then that's where we'd go like, just like shit around in the Subaru.
Yeah.
Like, mob it around, like practice your drifties out there.
That's dope.
Yeah. And it's just so fun, but I'd love to get out there and do something like that. Well, something that's like actually timed.
Okay.
Because then I was like, dude, I'm gonna mob this shit. I'm gonna have the best time.
Yeah.
Some people were definitely pussyfooting it around because they didn't want to break their cars, and then you just see people sending it like so hardcore.
Yeah. If I won the lottery, I would definitely go do the Baja 1000.
That would be fun.
Something dope.
That would be super fun.
It would be like a trophy truck, a proper trophy truck.
Proper trophy truck.
Yeah.
Like you don't even feel. You're just like, boom.
Yep. Just the suspension's just boom. You're just bouncing.
That'd be badass.
That'd be so. I imagine I'll probably not be a millionaire real quick.
Kip and I went on a ride of like a trophy truck style Baja rig.
Yeah.
And through the desert, he's friends with some guy who like helped start up GPS coordinates and stuff for like races and so he had this
Kip's got some crazy connections into motorsports.
Yeah. And so we hopped in this thing with this guy. He took us on this drive through the desert. It was crazy.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, it was like 90 miles an hour through this terrain, and Yeah, it was nuts.
And like a professional driver.
Yeah, and he's done it a million times, and he like was trying to scare us.
Yeah.
You just like see the GPS thing, and there's this like skull and crossbones like coming up on the road, and it's like getting closer. We're like getting closer and closer to it. It's like, this guy's not slowing down. And at the last second, you just see this huge washed out spot. It's like the road is like completely washed out, but there's like a road down and through it. Dude, he hit that thing so freaking fast, and but it was so sweet.
That sounds so dope.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Kind of ride that you would like pay for, but dude,
the only thing I've really done is just mobbing the Oscar Mike's Polaris Razor.
Oh, dude, I've never really driven one of those. I've driven an Odyssey, but it's just like similar.
Oh, the Odyssey's cool.
The Odyssey's rad because you can send it, and you're like, I'm just gonna.
They're bringing something like that back, I think.
Oh, really? Dude, those things are rad. And they're lower than the.
They are, yeah. It's more like a go-kart.
Yeah.
Like an off-road go-kart.
Oh yeah.
But they got the Polaris, the RS1.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a single seat Razor.
Yeah.
And it's like it looks like a fighter jet, man.
Yeah. Is it the turboed one?
No, it's just got the 1,000, but you can turbo them.
You can. Yeah, I was looking at them one time.
And it's I believe it's the 999 cc.
Oh, wow.
Like the true 1,000, because the turbo 1,000s are like, don't quote me, I think they're only like 900 something cc's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
but it's beating turbo 1,000s on like the short track.
I don't know, like if I'd want a turbo, it's just like a lot of stuff to go wrong.
Yeah, especially when you're off-roading it all the time, and like, you know, you're introducing all that dust into.
That's what I'm saying. You're like trying to
turbine.
intake clean air, and to like, you know, you can't really do that.
You've pretty much owned Subarus your whole life, I imagine.
Dude, I have owned Subarus. Yep. I had
Have you?
I had a mothership for a while. Like, it was like my first like.
What is that?
It was what was it? Freaking Plymouth Voyager, like a white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with like a ramp on it.
Oh, dope.
And like a airbag in the back, like lifted it up or down.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, and 212s and.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
it.
yeah, rocking
Yeah.
in the mothership, dude. I think it was so fun. But once it was like dumb driving a van, I got a Subaru.
My van was nicknamed the Bang Bus.
Nice, nice. Yeah, we called it the mothership.
I had a sweet one for a while. It was a 2011 Toyota Sienna.
Yeah, those are nice. Those are slick.
Yeah, I smoked out the taillights.
It was like all blacked out.
Yeah, it was like stormtroopered out.
Loved it. Oh
yeah.
Wait, was it? It was white.
It was white, but I painted the side view mirrors, blacked out the grill, smoked out the taillight, so it was like stormtrooper.
I love that look.
Yeah,
I had a
like
95 Subaru Legacy wagon. That's kind of the look I went. Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Love that.
You know what's funny is I ran into it. I went to Performance Mobility.
Oh yeah.
To get some shit done on my truck, and my van was there because I had sold it to some lady who needed it for her husband.
Oh really?
Super cheap, because you know I get hooked up to the VA, so I sold it to her like for the face value of the van.
Nice.
But yeah, she I guess she didn't need it anymore and sold it back to Performance Mobility. And
one of these days I'll have to get a van, but I'll do it like I want the 4-wheel drive. Like,
dude, I could.
Size.
Yeah, that'll be my next rig.
Yeah.
I always struggled with the ramp van because I could never push up the ramp.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely gonna be times where I'm not gonna be able to push up the ramp.
Yeah, when it's raining, like all the time here.
Yeah, or like you have to park on a slope.
Yeah.
Or like you just can't park where it's.
That's what I like about my truck now.
Yeah.
I got the Bruno turning seat.
Okay.
That swivels and comes out.
And goes down too, right?
Yeah, it comes down, and then the my canopy flips open to the side, and then the crane. I bring the crane out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it down to about a 3.5 minute process. So the only bummer is if it's raining, like you're getting pissed on.
You're gonna get wet.
But it's like whatever.
Yeah, I can hop into my car, and I think I can put my chair together in about a minute.
Yeah, you got it down.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if I've ever timed it, but probably a minute. But I'm getting wet too. My chair's getting wet.
And you've pretty much done that ever since you got rid of the van.
Yeah, the van was like, starting to not work so well.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I just like went and bought a car, and like figured out how to transfer into it. Because I like wanted a car. That was my '95 Subaru Legacy.
Yeah, I used to have a '94 3 Series BMW.
Okay, yeah.
But I hated transferring in and out of that thing. Like it just, I don't know. My chair at the time was just too heavy.
Gotcha. That's a key. I had to like use a different chair for a while because my chair broke. I used like this heavier chair.
Yeah.
Oh, just notice it so much, dude. I notice if I take my cushion off of my chair now when I transfer. I used to never do that. If I take my cushion off, the transfer is like so much nicer. Because like the row cushion like weighs a lot.
Yeah.
Lifting that thing up on the shoulders, like.
If I get a car, I am pretty positive I'm gonna get a Hellcat.
What's that? What's the Hellcat?
The Challenger, the new Dodge Challenger Hellcats.
Oh yeah. I think I saw some videos. Those things are quick.
Yeah, well they have 2019. They have a Red Eye edition, which has like kind of like the Demon motor.
Okay.
So it's got 797 horses.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And they're already popping up used.
What?
Yeah, I found one for 65,000.
Whoa.
And
that'd be sweet to get
you
something
won't
like that.
dude, yeah.
And that's not much for like something with that much horsepower.
And sorry.
Well,
ooh, excuse me.
Yeah. You should get one.
From what I've learned about owning a car, like it sucks if you have a car that's like built for like running on the track, because without a 4-point harness you're gonna get tossed around. That's what I like about the Razor, is you're strapped in that, so you're not gonna get tossed around or anything,
right? Which is super key.
And Dodge just was like, you know what, we're not gonna build a track car, we're just gonna build a car that's just meant to go fast in a straight line, a drag strip, old school, like 1960s. This is what muscle cars do. Right. Like they were built to drag race. Like I don't know if you've ever driven an old muscle car, but they don't handle for shit. Right. Yeah, they're built to go in a straight line. Do fucking burnouts.
That'd be so sick.
Yeah.
So is the Hellcat like that? It's not really like a road car, is it?
No. Yeah. It's a freaking drag. It's a drag machine. But it's also really comfortable. Okay. Like a lot of the reviews that I've watched online, because I am a YouTube nerd and I watch like people's reviews on cars online.
You're like, I just want to go sit in the Hellcat.
They say that,
burn up the tires.
Yeah, they say that it's actually it would make a good road trip vehicle.
Oh, really?
Like if you just wanted to hit like Route 66.
I'd go out, do like a drag circuit, like go drag racing.
Yeah. I forget what year it is. I want to say it's like 2026, but they're doing the 100th anniversary of Route 66.
Oh, really?
So I think by then I'm gonna get a Hellcat and
go to a Route 66.
Go, yep, yeah. Drive out to Chicago.
I'd feel like Lightning
Highway.
McQueen.
Yeah,
just like truck buzzing around the city.
Dude, you should
do it.
Yeah.
Man, what would I do? What would I tour?
You'd have to go old school, or.
I think I'd go old school. I think I'd find like a
wagon, like a Chevy wagon.
Yeah. Ooh, what would I tour?
Dude, I found it was a Mopar. I think it was like a Plymouth wagon. Uh-huh. And like you could totally set up a mattress in the back.
I'd go Buick. I would do like a badass like Buick Power Wagon. Yeah. Something like that. I had a 70. No, what was it? Oh my gosh, spacing out on all these details, but it was a Buick GS 400, and then I had a 72 455 out of a LeSabre that I put into the Buick GS, and do that thing where you would stomp on the gas and the whole car would just like twist. It was awesome.
That's dope.
But ended up getting rid of it. But it wasn't like it was like gonna be a money pit. Yeah. And I was like, I'm not gonna do this. But so now Buick has like my heart though, because that's why I do a Buick Power Wagon.
I've never owned old school muscle car, but like going back to if I ever win the lottery,
you definitely get one.
I think I would do a 65 GTO.
Okay, that'd be rad.
Nothing too insane, like, but
kind of the earlier body style.
Yeah. The earlier body style before they got too like curvy.
Right.
But it still had the dual stacked headlights.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got some sweet lines.
That's the Buick, the 67. That's what it was. 67 Buick GS.
Yeah.
So A body style early.
67 was such an amazing year in cars.
Yeah.
I think it was. In my opinion, I think it was the best Camaro, the best Chevelle,
best Buick.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. The Buick
Mustang,
like the
debatable.
72 Buick GS, what do they call it? Buick GS 400, I think is what it's called. That would be like the next car I would get.
Yeah.
I'd get 67 Buick GS. I'd get it again, and I'd like rebuild it all if I had $1 million. And there's some badass ones out there. And then I'd go 72 Buick GS.
I like the old 50s Buicks.
That'd be sweet.
When we went to Cuba a couple years ago.
Oh man,
there's
they
a
got
bunch
some
of those
sweet cars.
Yeah, and they're all. You know what's crazy about them is they're all Frankenstein.
Yeah.
They're usually
because they're old and they have parts.
They can't get the parts.
Oh,
yeah, you imagine owning a car and you can't get parts for it.
you gotta figure out what you can.
Yeah. So a lot of them
playing a rugby in Cuba too.
No, I just went on vacation.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, we just went there for a year, or a week. Sorry, we went there for a week. Vacation. This was like that'd be dope. This was like 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, I was dating a girl at the time and she spoke Spanish, and I was like, you know what? Let's go to Cuba. Yeah, and this was like I think right after Trump got elected, so I was like, yeah, he's definitely gonna close some loopholes. So let's get our asses down there. And it was cool because it hasn't quite been quite Americanized.
Yeah.
So it was still kind of genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was dope, and the cars there. Yeah,
I saw a special on the cars down there one time. I didn't realize it.
Yeah, a lot of them are diesel, and they have a Toyota or Mitsubishi engine
in them.
Made it up to a Russian transmission.
That's awesome. Yeah, I would take an old Buick and chop it like a rusted old Buick and do a rat rod.
Oh,
so I could have the old rat rod Buick, and then the other two. That's not
my
and the Power Wagon.
My next Gambler is gonna be a '72 El Camino.
Oh,
it's gonna get the Mad Max treatment.
There you go.
Yeah,
I would do sweet straight pipes out of the hood.
Oh yeah. No, I'm gonna find the most ridiculous engine with the giant blower.
Yes, dude. Yes.
Yeah, stacks out the hood, shooting flames. Yeah, big. I might want to try to put it on a K20 frame.
Did you see that guy who had the one with the dualies in the back, and it was like this angle that had pipes coming out the side?
No.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, dude, there was so many cool builds.
Yeah, the Subarus are what I love.
Yeah.
And
actually, I got some pictures I was gonna pull up. We can.
You know what I have not looked for is if there's any good aerial shots of it, or if people have done any videos
drone.
Of it. Yeah, because there's a couple drones flying around, and last Gambler, it didn't take too long where there was people who put together videos and put them on YouTube, and there's people there filming and stuff too.
Yeah, there was professional crews out.
Yeah, so yeah,
I'll splice these photos up onto because I do a video version of this podcast.
Put them up.
So. Yeah, this is looks like a Jeep Comanche, maybe.
I don't know. I can't tell.
Yeah.
It's just a
I don't know. The front end's throwing me off, man. It might just be a Toyota.
Oh yeah, it's got the netted back though, where you could camp back there or something.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
it looks like a mini 7-ton.
I don't know what it was, but it was definitely a military vehicle that was freaking giant, and it was all black, and it was they had kind of RV style in the back.
How many wheels did it have?
Oh god, I don't know, man.
8 wheels.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, it was. I think that was a Striker, an Army Striker.
Yeah,
because the National Guard was down there.
Oh really?
Yeah, they were right there at the entrance to Gambler Town. They were out there recruiting.
Oh really?
Yeah,
could have been that. It looked to me more private and turned it into a camper kind of a thing.
Okay,
but it could have been that,
dude.
But it was sweet.
So one of the funniest moments of the Gambler was I'm doing this with 3 other Marines,
right?
And while we were digging through, because our uniform, we had a team uniform.
Okay.
I don't know if you noticed, we were all wearing our it was like
I didn't really see.
So it was shorts, like black shorts or whatever you got.
Yeah.
Your cami blouse.
Okay.
And a green undershirt with our boonie covers.
Okay. I don't even know what that is. I want to see a picture of it. You at the thing.
I got the boonie cover is
we kind of failed on the whole team uniform thing.
Oh yeah. Here, let's see.
That's what we're gonna do that next year. Yeah, look at that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely nice.
Yeah, and so I actually next year we're all gonna have the plate carriers.
There you go.
And then hopefully we all have our boonie covers, because like there's a couple guys that couldn't find it. But while we were digging through our old shit, one of our guys found this like really motivating like CD that's like just cadences. Like drill instructors yelling out cadences.
Okay.
And so we found out that the CD player wasn't working in the head deck, but the old school, because it's a 98, it had a CD changer.
Whoa.
You remember those?
Yeah, like in the trunk or something? Like
it was underneath the passenger seat.
Yes.
You remember those?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we found out that works, and it had a bunch of my brother's old like techno CDs and like his like emo, like his high school days like CDs.
Nice.
So it was all like emo and fucking like techno and shit.
That's great. So you're blasting the cadences?
We were blasting the cadences, and there's this one Marine cadence where they're kind of calling out the other branches, and we put it on.
I see where this is going.
We blasted it, and we put it on as we were driving by the...
How did they react to that?
It was hilarious. They like looked up, and they just all smiled and started laughing.
That's great.
It was hilarious. I really wish we would have been able to get it on film. Because speaking of like doing videos and stuff, I'm in the process of editing one right now.
Of the Gambler?
Yeah, we did some GoPro footages. Sweet. And I did some cool hill climbs, and
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I suck at GoPro. I'm usually the one who like wants to take videos and like, but I have to hold the GoPro and then I like look back through it. It is so shaky.
Get the suction cup mounts.
What's like? Where would I put it though?
Windshield.
Oh fender, like driving around.
Yeah.
I like having. I just have like this kind of selfie stick thing. It like folds up. It's like the GoPro thing.
Yeah, but you don't have to hold it. You can do shit. Yeah. We had one we put on the moonroof.
Nice.
We just suction cup mounted it, put it on this little mini boom arm, so it kind of stuck up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some sweet footage.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. I'm in the process of doing a video right now.
You have to let me know when that comes out, because I'm gonna like check it out. We did a couple hill climbs, but not much, because we didn't really want to break the forest but yeah, it was fun.
So
did you do anything that like you couldn't make it?
No. Yeah, I mean, besides having the blown shocks and just getting thrown around, bottoming out every single bump.
Yeah, dude, that is hard.
Yeah. And somehow,
who was driving?
I let all three of them drive.
Okay.
Yeah. So we left. We kind of cheated. We had the toy hauler, the 28-foot toy hauler, hooked up to my
I haven't
diesel.
seen that yet. We need to go check that out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's wheelchair accessible, and I'm gonna get a lift put in it.
Okay.
But we left on Friday, a day before the main start, and and we took the freeway just to get down there and be able to set up camp, and we weren't sure, how. I'm not taking the 28-foot toy hauler, on those fire roads.
You might have been able to make it the way we came in there, but that would have been not cool. That would have been not fun. Dude, I hate hauling trailers.
It's not bad. I've gotten used to it and backing them up and everything.
Yeah. Oh, I love backing up trailers. That's like a forte of mine.
Yeah. It's kind of like it's like a man card thing.
You're like, I got this, I'm going to back it up.
Yeah.
I like...
what's crazy is I don't know where you normally position your steering wheel spinner?
It's about like 2:00.
You do? Okay, so you go high.
Yeah.
So I always try to mount it as close to 6.
Yeah.
That way it's easy to go either way.
Yeah.
But I found that if you, I learned a trick that, so backing up a trailer at the 6 o'clock position, that's where you grab the steering wheel.
Okay.
And then whichever way your hand goes is the way that the trailer is going to go.
Okay, I like that. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
So if you want the trailer, if you want the ass end of the trailer to go left, you just move your hand to the left.
There you go.
Dude, and I'm a G at backing up the trailer now. Yeah. That 28-foot toy hauler, like I've backed it up into some spots and
that's sweet.
like, you know, paralleled it. And I don't want to fucking jinx myself.
Yeah, don't jinx
I'm going to fucking
we just
back it
towed
into
a
a
trailer.
tree.
We just towed a trailer camping into Sandpoint so I could take my off-road chair with me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, you know, they were like, you can park here, but that way
Just
you
a little
back
like
in.
utility
I got
trailer.
this. Yeah, it's like maybe, I don't know, 6 by 8 or something like that. And it's got walls on it. And so I got an aluminum ramp. We just drive the chair up into it. Load all our camping gear in that. That way the car is like not so packed.
And
I can take the off-road chair.
I'm going to start building a off-road trailer.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, kind of designed around the track chair.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be able to like carry a rooftop tent for, you know, some buddies and have, you know, utility boxes that I can throw shit in.
When we like to go camping, so like on the way home, we were like looking at stuff like that too.
Yeah.
It gets like really cool and like really expensive really fast, but
yeah,
it'd be fun to buy like a trailer and kind of convert it yourself.
Yeah, I looked into like the teardrop trailers and then at the end of the day, I was like, well, if I'm going to go camping, like I'm most likely going to want my track chair.
Yeah.
And like I don't
going camping in like an everyday chair is like not camping.
And having the canopy on my truck doesn't allow me to put my track chair in the truck bed.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I got a buddy who like just puts his track chair into the truck bed.
Drives it right up there.
Yeah, he's got like ATV ramps.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is like, yeah, you got to have your track chair and then just like comfortable quarters. We never go camping where you couldn't drive to. So having a trailer would be sweet.
Yeah.
But I don't really have anything to pull it though is the other thing though. We got the Ford Transit that's got like a class
the Subaru, you just get the trailer brake hook up to it. Try to keep the weight under.
Yeah.
You could probably pull like 4,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Keep the weight low.
Maybe. But we got the Transit. The Transit's pretty good at pulling stuff.
Yeah. That's the van.
Yeah.
The small van, the Transit Connect.
It's like a Ford Transit Connect. Yeah. And but it's like the people hauler version of it.
Yeah.
Works really nice for
Do you know Kirk Williams?
Again,
he's a rugby player from Colorado.
Probably. Yeah.
Really, really skinny dude, kind of tan.
I think
he just got the full size Ford Transit.
Oh, really?
And got the 4-wheel drive conversion.
Dude, that's sick.
And then he took it out to a company out here in Portland.
Okay.
To get all kitted out, and he's gonna drive down to Argentina.
Whoa, that'd be awesome. That'd be a little scary. Some of these.
Yeah, like places. Colombia and Guatemala right now. And
I
don't know if he probably can't go to Venezuela. I don't think Americans are allowed to go to Venezuela.
That wouldn't. Well, I've never looked into it, but I've heard that there's like places that you really can't go through. So like.
Well, you can't drive from Panama to Colombia. There's uninhabited areas.
That's
the road just ends.
So sweet.
Yeah, the road just ends.
All the countries need to get their shit together and make what would you call it? Like a Pan American highway.
There's a cool video on YouTube where it's like, what if there was one road that connected, that went around the world?
Oh yeah, that'd be
so dope.
That'd be sick. That'd be awesome. You'd think that people would get behind that, and countries could put their whatever aside.
Yeah,
they're like, dude, you're on the road that connects the world. Okay,
we can't even agree what side of the road we're gonna drive on.
Right? They would be like, is it gonna be on the left or the right? And
it's like Australia, dude. Australia is opposite, which was nice.
Maybe you could switch. Maybe there's places different countries the road, the lane. lanes.
I've seen a thing on Reddit where it was like an exchange like that, where it's like it was some bridge that connects. Yeah, I think it was in China.
There's got to be those places, right?
Yeah. I think it was in China because like and again I don't know, but I'm pretty sure most of the British colonies drive on the wrong side of the road.
Weird.
Yeah.
I've never gone to a place where I drive on the wrong side.
Well, you know where it comes from, right?
No.
It's from like medieval times. You'd always want, like, if you and I were walking on the street, I would want to have my right side closest to you.
Okay.
So I'd be on the left side of the road. That way, just in case you try to pull anything, I could pop you in the face or whatever.
Okay.
So when they were riding horses and shit, that, you know, you want your sword on your right side.
Okay. And
that's where that comes from.
Yeah, you kind of want to be, you know who's going to cross you.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. And you know what was really weird being in Australia that it took me like a while to figure out was you're supposed to, like on the sidewalk and shit, you're supposed to walk on the left side. So just being an American,
not just the roads.
I'm
like
just
sidewalks, everything.
I'm so fucking used to when you're on the sidewalk, you're on the right side.
You pass people on the right, you know? It's like
it's just completely natural, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing you don't think about, but then you go to Australia and you're like, oh shit, like
gotta walk on the other side.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, it took me about a week to figure that out, and it was just such a mind fuck.
Man,
it's an awesome place, dude. If you ever get the chance to go.
Well, I want to go down. I want to go. And like you said, do the go drive around.
Learn how to scuba and go down there and scuba. Because when I was down there this December, I went scuba diving to the Great Barrier Reef.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, right. We stayed in Cairns, which is like northeast.
Okay.
It was dope. It was so much fun.
I'll do it. Yep, scuba diving, rally racing.
And then we finally went out to see that big rock that you see. Cause
it's like the one that's in all the pictures.
Literally in the middle of nowhere. It's
How long does it take to get out there?
It's like in the Kansas of Australia.
So you're talking like a day.
Well, we didn't drive. Hell, we wanted to.
Okay.
I wanted to do a big epic road trip with my cousins.
Okay. You fly out there?
We ended up flying. We ended up flying from Cairns to Uluru.
Okay.
Which is like, or Alice, was it Alice Springs? No,
Okay.
I think it was Uluru. I think it was Alice Springs Airport, but it's just a tiny little town. And it literally only exists because of that rock, and it's
dude. There's some crazy
amazing.
bush towns out there.
Really, oh yeah, it's so amazing.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I signed the little petition that pledges I won't ever climb it because it's like. Nice. It's like sacred Aborigine land, but they have like this lease, and they don't want people climbing it because it's like disrespect. But people want to go up there and Instagram it.
Oh, nice.
So yeah,
everyone's climbing it, and
it's kind of like the whole thing with the Mount Everest. Like, have you heard about what's going on up there?
No.
They issued out a bunch more passes to. Summit Mount Everest. Yeah. And people are like dropping dead. I want to say like 13 people have died.
What?
Because it's
unexperienced.
It's like it's like a traffic jam.
Yeah.
Like there's too many people. There's this one choke point where you have to kind of like shuffle. You can't really shuffle to the side because it's just like a drop off. And there's people that are like getting up there and then trying to come down, and it's taking longer than usual, and they're just running out of oxygen and just dying of
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, that's one thing. Like, I was like, that'd be cool to go up to the top of Mount Everest, but
that would be sweet. It seems to me like it was one of those things where like it wasn't really attainable, but then like the older I get, it's like it kind of is attainable. If you wanted to go do it, you could.
I don't know if anyone's ever done it in a wheelchair. I know there's a rugby player from England. He was on the national team. He is like the first, definitely first quadriplegic, probably the first paralyzed person to climb Mount Kilimanjaro.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
That'd be sweet.
I have a mountain trike. It's like a lever driven chair.
What's
kind of sucks.
Have you like gone to a mountain with it?
Not like anything crazy, but I've done some inclines, and it's I wish I had a gear or like a mountain climb gear.
Right, because you just can't do it.
It does have a cool push bar.
Okay.
So someone that's helping you, and it's like pushing like a baby stroller.
Yeah.
But I've taken it to some parks out here, and
that's cool.
Gotten into some things where it would be crazy because I also have that box chair.
Yeah.
And I use that suspension box chair for my overseas adventures.
Well, that's nice because overseas is like a little bumpy.
Yeah, it can be. Where did I take that recently that it really saved my ass? It was I took it to the rodeo. Oh, I went to the rodeo for the 4th of July.
Okay.
There's a small rodeo down here that we all used to go to in high school. It's the Malala Buckaroo.
Nice.
Yeah, it's in this small little town. I don't know if you follow like bull riding, but
not really, but I love rodeos.
There's a local like PBR legend. Ross Coleman is from Malala. Really?
So he's retired now, and he's like
I believe he is. I believe he is retired, but he's got the Ross Coleman Invitational, and then they do the Malala Buckaroo, which it's just a small little rodeo. It's kind of fun. We ran into like some high school friends, and
that's sweet.
Yeah, it was cool.
We went to this rodeo one time, just like randomly. We were at the beach, kind of coming home. There was this rodeo going on. We like pulled in, and we had been having like a really fun day. And we like pulled in, and all of a sudden this like guy shows up with these like trick buffalo, and this is crazy. Dude, he pulls up.
That's the name of the firework?
No, it's like this guy, he pulls up in a truck with a trailer, and there's like a horse, and he gets on the horse, and then the horse jumps onto the truck and then onto the trailer, the top of the trailer, and then the trailer ramp.
Did the guy have
down.
one arm?
I don't know, but these buffaloes just like run out.
Dude, we didn't actually. Honestly, we didn't even watch the rodeo.
Okay, you're just chilling.
We were chilling in the beer garden.
Nice.
And it sucked because I wasn't drinking because I'm training for this marathon.
Yeah.
And I was also driving and being responsible.
There you go.
That's the thing to do.
Dude, awesome to have that.
Yeah. But yeah, we just hung out in the beer garden. But they used to do there used to be a guy. His name was the One Armed Bandit. And he put on a little kind of like a Buffalo Bill Wild West show, and he had this whip, and he'd ride around with one hand and whip his whip, and
maybe it was the same guy.
It might have been.
Now he's got buffaloes.
Yeah, I went out to the St. Paul rodeo one time, which is another awesome 4th of July rodeo.
I'm gonna fix my hat here.
Yeah, dude, do your thing. And it was like a dirt bike show, and this guy like came out and was doing these sweet little jumps on this dirt bike.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. Yeah, man, I fucking love rodeos. You remember Lars?
Yeah.
I took him, he came to Vegas one time, and we went to the NFR, which is the National Finals Rodeo.
It's the big dogs.
Yeah, it was cool.
Did you see like bull riding and like barrel racing?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I like bull riding like the most out of all of them, but like steer wrestling's cool.
I like that when they have to go out there and like wrestle them down to the ground. Yeah. I think that's cool, and then they tie them up and.
Yeah. There's like team rope, and I like my second favorite is steer wrestling.
Yeah,
that's when you like have to ride alongside the steer and jump off your horse.
Yeah, wrestle it.
Yeah, you have to wrestle it down and shoulder it.
Love it.
Yeah.
That'd be so sweet too. I haven't been to one recently, so that was like a long time ago. I only remember the buffaloes.
Oh yeah,
there's one.
They're fun. I go for the food. We had an elephant ear, like a giant elephant ear.
You gotta get that.
Yeah, this thing was. I mean, it was like
elephant.
It was like the size of a Costco pizza.
Yes.
Thing was a monster, dude.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I wanted that, and then I didn't do it, but I wanted to get a corn dog. Just something about being at the carnival and the rodeo. Just you got to do a corn dog.
Do they have the deep fried Twinkies?
Oh yeah,
that's what we go for every time.
Yeah, I want to go on my bucket list. I want to go to like the Texas State Fair
That would be
and
fun.
just have a heart attack.
I've never been to the Pendleton Roundup.
Either have I. I want to.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
Dude, I wanted to go out to Stampede.
What's that?
That's the big rodeo out in Cody, Wyoming.
Okay.
Huge rodeo.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the 100th year anniversary this year.
Whoa, I bet that was going off.
Yeah, I got a buddy that's doing Sturges.
That would be rad. Is he in a chair?
Yeah.
Does he have a trike or like what's he do?
I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, the dude's
he's just gonna go. Maybe he's got a trike. That would be awesome to have like just a sweet like trike Harley.
Yeah. The ones that like you roll up into the back. Have you seen those? They look weird. They look weird as shit, but supposedly they're fast.
Oh, really?
I don't know if I would trust myself in one.
I don't know if I would do that. I would want to get like driving in your chair. That just doesn't.
Have you? So I just learned about these. There's a company called Vanderhall.
Okay.
That's making these. Have you seen like the Polaris slingshot?
Yes.
The 3-wheel thing.
That's
so
badass.
Vanderhall is kind of that similar concept.
Okay.
The problem with the Polaris is it only comes in a manual.
Oh, did not know that.
Yeah, but Vanderhall is they look kind of like the Shelby Cobras.
Okay.
And it's 3 wheels.
Okay.
2 in the front, 1 in the back.
Yeah.
I want to say it's front wheel steer.
Okay.
Front. Yeah. But
check that out.
Oh yeah, dude, it's dope. Yeah, my buddy Ryan has them. Vanderhall. Yeah, I wish I could pull up a picture of one.
All right.
But they're dope.
That'd be sweet to have the slingshots.
Yeah, and it's convertible.
Because that's someone the other day was talking to me about.
Yeah,
trike.
it's actually
I would do a slingshot.
It's actually registered as a motorcycle.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. But like, no, I would also want like chopper style. Like old school, just like
I never owned a bike, but I think if I did, I would have gotten more of an old school chopper.
Right.
Yeah. Or just an old school like Harley.
I mean, the thing is with me is like I like it all. So like just with all the other cars I would want all different kinds of motorcycles too.
Yeah.
If I could.
There was this one cool documentary I was watching on Netflix, and it was called like 30 Days into the Sun or something like that. But it was about 4 buddies from San Francisco. And they all had like 1940s, 1950s Harleys that they all fixed up. And they did this epic bike ride out to Brooklyn.
Nice.
They went across the country.
That would be so epic.
Yeah. They like played around the salt flats and just all they had was camping gear, and they just camped out. And
that'd be great.
So dope.
I read that book about like I don't remember it, but it was like, basically the perspective you get from, cruising the country on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And really liked it. And it's like slow, you just get like a different perspective, slows you down. And
have you driven across the country?
No, I've never done it. And
what's the furthest you drove?
Drove to Alaska.
Oh, well, that's pretty epic.
Yeah, that was epic. That was rad.
Yeah, that's on my bucket list.
You should do it.
I want to get on the Dawson Highway.
Yeah. Head up, and the roads are really nice these days. People were like, "You're gonna drive," and they're doing a lot of like they have like the Alaska Highway straightening project, where they're like really making it nice.
Yeah, my next rig's definitely gonna be a 4-wheel drive like Sprinter.
Oh yeah, that would be so.
And then just have a bed in the back, and
that'd be the way to do it.
A little kitchen setup where I can just heat up some water and live off of ramen and just live in a van by the river.
That'd be so good. That's the funny thing is like as a teacher, it's like I was like, you don't want to do that because you might be living in a van. You say the line, and now it's like they're like that would be sweet.
Yeah,
that's what I want to do.
Talking about like that's
like,
dope.
Well, it's kind of always been the case, but
yeah,
that'd be great. Jake and Ann did that, and I haven't not seen. I think I saw him last. I saw the car when it was just about ready to get sent off to get converted, but
they have a full-size van.
Yeah. I don't think it's the 4-wheel drive one. Maybe it is, but
doesn't necessarily have to be. but
I would
it'd be
definitely want it
nice.
to be.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, man.
I like to go where you need 4-wheel drive.
My dream, dude, is just to like take this podcast on the road and
That would be so fun.
have a van where I can just and then that off-road trailer.
Yes.
And just go live out in the woods and
Dude.
drive around, do podcasts with people, and then
you could have your scuba gear.
Yep, exactly. Have my scuba gear and just kind of migrate where the weather's warm.
Yes. And if we had the Connect the World Road, you could just take that everywhere. That would be that'd be the best.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. There'd be some cool places that like, it'd be fun. It'd be an adventure.
Yep.
And I'm crazy enough where like I would want to go to like Africa.
Totally.
And just drive around and see what that side of the world's like. That's like the last continent I haven't been to is Africa. So.
I was talking to Jeff there. They did like the
I need to get him on the show.
You should. Yeah. His travels are cool.
He's like in Scandinavia right now.
Really?
Doing something. Man. Yeah. Like last I saw, he was in Sweden and
they always
like Norway.
Go fun places in the summertime.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I need to do some traveling right now with the kids. Now that we have the 4-year-olds, you have to buy plane tickets for them too.
Yeah.
And it's just so expensive. And we're like, we're not going anywhere until maybe when they're older too.
You just need to get a trailer and just dude. There's so much to see in the U.S.
I know, man. And
there's 59 national parks.
Right. It's like I gotta get around. Yeah. Get them on a road trip, summertime.
Yeah,
it's like so.
That's the best, dude. I loved when we would road trip down to like Disneyland.
Yeah,
those are some of my favorite memories. Was like road tripping down to Disneyland with my cousins.
I love it, and when I stay too long in one place, I feel like I gotta move on. So I love the travel part of it too.
Yeah. I don't know how many times I've driven across the country. I've driven to like here in Alabama and back probably 5 or 6 times.
That's great.
Down to down to Key West with my brother on the overseas highway.
Really?
That was so dope,
dude.
Yeah, that's one of the most epic drives.
We have some friends that just moved to Nashville, so it's gonna happen where we go over there and visit them. It's only a matter of time.
That's a fun little drive. You can hit up some cool cities.
Yeah.
You stop in like Moab.
Yes.
On your way to Denver. Stop in Kansas City and get some barbecue.
There you go.
I was just talking with a friend about the barbecue in Kansas City, dude. It's epic. There is no good barbecue in Oregon.
Really?
No.
After you've been to because I've had good barbecue.
No, you haven't.
Okay.
Unless it's been at home.
Yeah, I've had good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is surprising because Traeger's an Oregon company.
Right.
And
like,
we've had
these guys figure it out.
We've had really good barbecue in the backyard. Like you've had my mom's cooking before.
Yes.
I'm sure you came over that party. We did like ribs, I believe.
Yes. It was like short ribs. It was like amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the Traeger's an incredible piece of machinery.
I have a Green Mountain that I've done like some epic,
same concept.
Yeah. But there's a place in Portland called Matt's Barbecue.
I've heard about that one, and I still need to go check them out.
Yeah.
But
that's what I want to check out.
Dude, I lived in Birmingham for
Kansas
2
City,
years.
though.
I lived in Birmingham, like the heart of the South, for 2 years, and I've had good barbecue.
That's where it's at.
But like
barbecue.
Like Texas has good barbecue, Tennessee has good barbecue, Mississippi, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Kentucky, but nobody can touch Kansas City.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Definitely gonna make my way through Kansas City then.
Yeah, and when we do it's crazy because I always would pass through there, and then finally, one of my buddies was getting married, and his fiance is originally from Kansas City, so
nice.
We spent a week down there, and every day I went to a different barbecue joint for lunch and dinner.
Okay. Kansas City, there's a soccer team, MLS, so SKC.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And kind of working on my away game repertoire here. So like, I can hit up Kansas City, fly there, and get some barbecue.
Yeah, man.
That would be a trip.
Can't go wrong.
Okay. I'm gonna have to put that one on the
Kansas City list. Is surprised, dude. I still might be under the radar. It's a dope town.
Yeah. You don't really hear a ton of people that like.
I was really surprised about it.
Okay.
Yeah. because I never understood. Like they have like a football team, they have a soccer team.
Yeah. They've got lots of people.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and it's kind of fun. Like the week that we spent there for the wedding, like we had the bachelor party and we went out to the Power and Light District, which is kind of like you've been to Louisville. Yeah. So like 4th Street Live. Yeah. It's kind of like that. Okay. Maybe a little bit bigger. Okay.
I like that vibe. And going out, they got bars lined.
Yeah, and everything's covered. And yeah. 4th Street Live is dope. Yeah, that's where if I wasn't doing that marathon, I would be in Louisville right now because the National Veteran Wheelchair Games.
Oh, really?
Is in Louisville at the convention center.
Oh, nice.
So pretty much like nationals.
Like right there.
That was part of the reason why I kind of like didn't want to go. I was like, I've already been in Louisville a bunch of times.
Right.
I've already blacked out on 4th Street.
Yeah, you experienced 4th Street Live.
Oh, straight up blacked out. Dude. Yeah. Some of those parties after nationals.
Oh, I don't. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was out with Will one night till like 4 a.m. Right. And then we were rolling down the street because we were staying at the Galt House, so a little bit downhill.
Going through like the tunnel, kind of going along the side. Yeah. What was that? The one where like
the fire alarm went off.
Yeah, that one. And then I biffed it going down that ramp that goes up into the bar. It was like this super steep ramp
going up. No, because the bar that's in the middle, because of it's 2 towers.
Oh, I'm thinking about Birmingham. I think where we stayed in a hotel. There was anyways, another story. Some of the rugby tournaments kind of.
Oh, dude, Birmingham. That's where we started the CP Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah. Love that.
I just was able to. I was going through an old YouTube account and I found that video, so I was able to download it. Sweet. And I re-uploaded it to my my Crippled friend YouTube channel.
Okay, I have to get that. Get subscribed to that.
Yeah, dude, YouTube's dope. Like, there's so much cool content on there.
It is like, and you can just like kind of like tap into whatever content you want. There's like all kinds of people doing stuff like that.
Yeah, I use it all the time for like reviews. Yeah. So like when I was starting this podcast, like I would look at like and do my research on like microphones and audio interfaces and.
Well, and then it's like then you get the videos on how to set it up and how to make it right and like what tips on like what to do. It's like
dude, we learned we were having some trouble getting the jack out of my Chevy Silverado. Yeah. So we YouTubed like how to remove
some
the jack.
Guy's like
and it happened to be some old crusty Marine.
Oh,
and he's like, hey, here's how you do this, and it's like, wow.
There was something the other day that I was doing and I YouTubed how to do it and I couldn't find anything. So I was like, I need to YouTube myself doing this. Yeah. So then it's like someday
those are handy, dude. Actually, there is like a whole wheelchair community of like tutorials, like C5 quad transferring into bed. Right. And I'm thinking about starting to do that with my channel, like do some like life pro tips, because like a lot of my a lot of my like living skills that I've learned was through rugby. Right. Like I learned how to hold a fork.
I think
by watching Kip.
A huge amount of people out there that don't see what to do because there's not around a bunch of people.
Yeah.
That
dude. Before I saw Kip eat, I used to use a Velcro thing. Right. To hold my fork and
like
and it would suck. It would suck because like I would always have to remember to bring that if I was gonna go eat out at a restaurant, right? Or else it was like, shit, I forgot it. I guess I'm gonna have chicken tenders.
Yeah, and if you want to like take a drink of your beer, you have like your fork attached to your hand.
Yeah, like, exactly. I don't think I ever did that.
Well, the other day I was like looking, there was like something I looked up on YouTube about a wheelchair doing something. And all that came up was wheelchair videos on sex and transferring. And I was like, okay, I don't want to see the sex videos and the transferring I got down, but like I can do all these other videos and like there's definitely a need out there for this.
Yeah. Sean Fluke from probably like Northridge. He's the skinny dude from Northridge that has all the tattoos.
Okay, yeah.
He's got a really awesome YouTube channel called Life Rolls On.
Okay.
And it's just tutorials of him doing shit.
Sweet.
And I've learned, dude, like I learned how to do like the elbow transfer.
Yeah.
He's got this really funny video I posted on 420 of how to take a hit from a bong.
Okay, I think I've seen that one.
Oh, dude, it's hilarious because, you know, he uses, and it's fucking genius. He uses the strap from, you know, when you're in Vegas and like you can get those like guitar cocktails that like you sip out of, or like the
so it's like around his neck.
Yeah, like or like the big ass plastic yards.
Yeah.
So he uses a strap from one of those to hold his bong.
Nice.
And then he just uses like a hemp wick, and he goes through. It's like an 8-minute video. He goes through like, hey, this is how I do.
So he doesn't need to light a lighter. He can just have the wick.
He lights the wick. Yeah.
Hey, there you go. I've seen
genius.
people do that because they just don't like maybe
the
like
burn.
inhaling lighter fluid or
the burn,
whatever it is. I've been like, there you go. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, he's got a really cool channel. Like,
well, because then you could really get like a big long one, go like crazy like Billy Bong.
Dude, while we were doing the Gambler, one of my first. So I saw a shooting star. That was the first.
Okay.
And then I took my first Gravity Bong.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
32 years. I got laid into the pot game.
Okay.
Yeah, I was never really a big stoner like in high school or in my 20s, but
okay.
I've been using a lot more to like manage insomnia and my back pain.
Nice. Well, I am probably doing the same. I just don't realize it.
Yeah.
The Gravity Bong. What is that exactly? Because I think I've done it, but like I don't really get how it's different.
So what we did was we took a 2-liter bottle and we used a 10 millimeter socket.
Okay.
And made it
love it,
like a bowl.
Yes. Okay. That's nice.
And then you use that as the cap, and then you load the bowl and you fill it up with water. Okay. And then you light the bowl, and then you pop a hole in the bottom. Oh. So as the water drains, it pulls.
Definitely done this before.
And then you take the cap off, and there's a couple. I mean, if you had a big bowl,
you are
like right. You can put water in it and pull it up. Yeah. There's a couple different ways to do it.
That's awesome.
And there's also videos on YouTube on how to do it.
So if
you're,
I bet there's a lot of.
If you're over 21 and in a you
can check
green state, you could definitely check it out and try it for yourself, because we did 2 of those. We passed it around.
Oh, wow.
2 of those.
So you guys were enjoying yourselves.
This was on Saturday. Yeah, this was on Saturday. No, we were just we didn't stick around Gambler Town.
Oh yeah.
After dark, we went back at like 5:30, grilled up some burgers. We ate. Chilling. We ate like kings. Oh. We did a little 11-pound brisket before.
Oh my gosh!
So that way, when we set up camp like Friday night, we had we had brisket dinner with beans.
Dude, you guys are planners.
And then we had some leftover brisket, so we chopped that up, and we had burgers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, we stopped at that little mom and pop burger shop there, like in Chemolt, and it was so good.
Yeah.
Oh, we ate at like 3:00, and the burger was so big and like awesome that we didn't even eat.
I wonder what those folks think about that weekend.
Right. The one lady
it seems like such a quiet town.
I know, right? And then all of a sudden you just get like the loudest people
and
in
the
there.
Best way that I can describe what the Gambler 500 is it's Burning Man meets Mad Max meets the Redneck Yacht Club.
Right. That's perfect description.
Because you saw, I don't think I got any good pictures, but did you see like the boat trucks?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like the Toyota looking.
I think there was 2 of them.
There was a couple. There was a couple. I saw at least 2.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, there was one.
It's like cruise around, give people rides. I think it's like you can just like hop on the boat and try around. That'd be great.
Yeah, and like all the little mini bikes. Trying to convince my buddy to get some off-road tires. He's got a little bobbed out Ruckus.
Nice. Just like Honda bringing Ruckus. Something to cruise around Gambler Town in is so sweet. So I brought my off-road chair, and just cruising that around is awesome. But I can't go that fast in it.
Yeah.
And I want something that like can go out there and like do some cookies.
That's
and
one
burn
thing
around.
with the track chairs. It's slow.
Yeah.
It just crawls.
But like slow and steady, man.
It is, yeah. It's
I'd
good
rather
for,
get there.
It's good for hunting.
Yeah.
But
I want something though that could like, burn the tires in the gravel or the dirt, and like.
Do you see any of the like modified power wheels?
I did see the Barbie one. That was awesome.
I think I got a picture.
And that thing's like turbocharged and yeah, something like that would be. I'd probably hurt myself.
I got a picture.
Oh yeah, those two. That's sweet. I've been watching those guys' YouTube channel, and they do some fun stuff. The way they did the suspension on the back of the Jeep, I'd love to do an off-road chair with that kind of suspension.
I need to find their YouTube channel because I didn't know that was a thing. That was one of the one of the big timers that was out there.
Definitely,
dude, this thing has gotten so big. Like Jay Leno's done it. There's a lot of big. There's a lot of big YouTube channels that have done it, and
I'm like so like,
and they're all over the country.
Yeah, that's what. Well, I read something that they let people use their name as long as like you don't be a dick.
Yeah, so that's kind of like rule number one. Right. Don't be a dick.
Right.
The people are really cool too. Like the guy that founded the thing, his folks live not far from here, and we met them at the kickoff party.
Oh, sweet!
Where they had like their, because they got their own whiskey.
Yeah,
I should have grabbed the bottle.
Dude,
to be honest, it's really not that good.
Yeah, well, I bought a bottle.
Yeah,
and we were gonna all take shots of it that night and stuff, and we set it down behind the seat. Someone set it sideways. I'm not gonna name any names, but it leaked out all over the car, dude.
Well,
gone.
Dude, I heard that they were exploding.
Oh, really?
Because they bottled it while it was still like cold or some shit.
Oh,
and yeah, it was like.
Well, I thought to myself, like, how could the cork come out if it was sideways? It shouldn't. Even if it was sideways, the cork shouldn't have come out. So, like, maybe it exploded.
You never opened it?
I never opened it.
Yeah, supposedly man, dude, actually that probably happened because there was people that were putting him in like their glove boxes or putting it like leaving it in their car on a hot day.
Dude,
yeah,
no way.
Yeah,
I'm glad I mentioned this.
It came up on their Facebook. Yeah, my buddy texted me about it. He's like, dude, make sure you crack that bottle because there's like they've had issues of like people.
I wonder if they're doing like we'll send you another bottle or something like that, or come by and pick up another bottle.
I don't know. You could try it.
I mean, they don't have that anymore.
503 Distillers. They're actually right here in Oregon City.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe about
there was enough
5 miles from here.
Where like we got home, and we discovered it, and I had like 2 shots. So right when I got home,
it wasn't that good. It was. No. I mean, we tried
around and people were giving out shots.
Yeah, we tried mixing it. And I don't know. There's something about Oregon. Maybe I'm just a snob because there's only a couple things I do like the fine things in life.
Yeah,
and I would say cigars and whiskey are 2 of them.
You like Scotch?
Yeah, oh yeah. Dude, all kinds of whiskey.
We just went to the Multnomah Whiskey Library.
Oh, dope. I've never been there, but it's on the list.
Dude, you should go. We went there, just recently turned 35, and my dad turned 70.
Yeah.
So we went there as like a nice birthday dinner, and, kind of went all out, did like tons of flights, and had some amazing Scotch.
Yeah.
And whiskey and gin. And,
what do you kind of like more lean towards? Like
I lean more towards the peaty, smoky, Isla.
Like Lagavulin.
Yeah. And the one I've been liking is like Ardbeg, and Isla Storm is one from that like Trader Joe's was putting out for a while.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of nice.
My favorite one is Oban.
Yes, Oban. Yeah,
and it's surprisingly not that expensive. It's like $80 for a fifth.
That's good. The Ardbeg is like usually it's like that regular, but you can get on sale sometimes. Yeah. But
have you ever had like Johnny Blue?
Yes, yeah. Dude. So like I said, my dad's birthday was around, so someone gave him a bottle of Johnny Blue. And we like it wasn't a fifth; it was like one size up from a fifth.
Oh yeah.
And
I don't know what they call those, the magnums.
Yeah, it was big, and we finished it in one night.
Wow.
And there was probably like maybe 4 or 5 of us, and it was a long night. But I was at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse, and they had Johnny Blue.
At Illinois.
Yeah, and I asked him what it was for a shot. It was like $50
Oh,
for
dude, a
shot.
bottle's like 200.
Yeah. It was
Damn,
like
that's
crazy.
a huge markup. Fuck Michael Jordan.
Crazy. Yeah, I know, right?
Do you really need more money?
And their steaks are not that good.
That's what I heard.
I'm cooking
It was
a steak at my house on my barbecue.
I heard it was just average.
Yeah.
I have been to some good steakhouses here.
Yeah.
I do like Ringside.
Yeah.
Laurelhurst Market is
I've not been to
amazing.
Laurel's Market, but when I
Yeah.
go get their dry aged, it's just, I've heard good things.
I totally forgot because I was 2 cocktails in.
Yeah.
I was too like of these like they have these smoky old fashions.
The smoke signals, is that where they use the water? They like smoke
Yeah, they
the
smoke
water.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
have
yeah,
the they have the smoky old
try that.
fashioned.
Nice.
And I had 2 of those, and I'm kind of a lightweight. I've lost some weight, and I
Yeah.
don't really drink that much. But we were out at dinner celebrating
Hey.
a birthday. And,
Being a lightweight is a good thing.
nah, yeah, but not when you used to drink heavy and you slam down 2
Then you're
cocktails
like, whoa,
and you're
I
buzzed.
want more.
Yeah, that's one thing I got to be careful about, dude, because I go from okay to just blacked out.
Yeah,
and
well,
functionally blackout. Like,
Right.
dude, last time I was in Phoenix for the Low Point tournament,
Yeah.
I got blacked out, and
And then you're just like a blob.
dude, I somehow got from the hotel to the train down to Mill Avenue,
Okay. Oh.
completely blacked out.
Oh, and you can like go do stuff and you just have no recollection.
Yeah. I fell out of my chair and
Oh
some
my gosh.
church group rescued me and they were praying over me.
Oh
I
my
have
gosh.
zero, dude. The next morning was like the hangover, and I had to go get like the stories from like Jeremy and
Oh
like
my
Eric
gosh.
Bell and just piecing together what had happened.
That's awesome.
Yeah, ended up
It's gotta have times like those, though. You know?
dude,
It's
I'm
like,
0-2 on Mill Avenue.
wow.
Yeah,
Mill will do that to you.
dude, that place is insane.
I've never been there like at night and like gone down there drinking.
It's
I always go down there just like do some window shopping. During the day.
yeah, or go to like that Mexican restaurant.
Yeah. Never
but-
done that.
Dude, there's this one bar called Blondie's, and they do a $5 Long Island.
Okay.
That's like a liter of alcohol.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I had 2 of those with my buddy.
Then you're
and
blacked out.
Blacked out and,
And you're
tried
just
tried
like-
transferring into a cab and fell and
Just biffed it.
pants fell down and pretty much
Yep.
flashed my dick to the entire
Take-
street. Like,
take.
yeah, dude, I was trashed.
You're like, bucket. Take people are around you. They'll take care of me.
Ah, dude, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
that's why
I can't do that.
That's why I'm
because-
careful because
Yeah,
like
you gotta be careful.
I can't do that shit anymore.
Right, exactly. And it's like you don't want to find yourself like that with your wife and kids. You know.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Dude, I got really spooked out because there's a rugby player from LA who died recently because he.
Oh no.
I don't want to say he was drunk because I don't know, but
Yeah.
he tipped over backwards in his chair and hit his head
Oh.
and bled out in the brain.
Oh man.
Yeah, and I've fallen a couple times and
Yeah.
bonked my head, and I have a thick ass skull.
Ooh man.
But there's going to be one of these times when I crack it the
I have
wrong
a
way.
headache right now just thinking about
Yeah.
this. I took a spill one time coming out of a Timbers game, and I was like, "Oh, I got this." I was like pushing. It's like I got this. Next thing you know, I give a push and I'm over. And I hit my head and.
What were you going uphill or just what were you doing?
I don't really remember. It was kind of one of those things, I had too much, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think I was like going out. Oh, I remember what it was. It was a little wet outside, and I was pushing, and
Oh shit.
I couldn't really. It was kind of one of those things where it was like you slant out into the street, going through like a driveway, coming around the timber game.
yeah.
And I
just
started curving
lost.
to the left, and I was trying to stop myself from going into the street.
Oh fuck.
And
I've
it
done
was
that.
all wet.
Yep.
And so you just hit the street, and then the hit kind of like popped my front end up,
Yeah.
and I went over backwards.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it was like concussion level style hit. I had a headache for like a couple days, and I was
Oh,
like,
that's definitely
yeah, it was not. Cool.
I've never gotten a concussion from falling on my chair. Fortunately, knock on wood.
Yeah,
again.
I'm gonna say like knock on wood. About
yeah.
this is, dude. Well, that's tragic about that, dude. I did not know about that just recently.
A couple years ago.
Okay.
I want to say maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know. Time always flies, dude.
Dude, that's like
Yeah, but that since then that spooked me out. So I am
Play it.
really careful about my drinking because that's usually when those accidents happen.
I always say like I gotta be careful, and then something happens, or it's like I was not careful. That was not smart of me. I shouldn't have done that.
I don't enjoy the whole drunken shenanigans anymore. Like I would rather I'd rather just go like
Chill.
especially like during like rugby trips because like sleep is such a commodity.
Totally.
Where I just like I'm like, hey, let's just Uber Eats something and let's just
put on some Discovery Channel.
Yep.
Dude, we've roomed together and it's like the way to go.
Have we?
Yeah. Remember one time?
Oh yeah, at Nationals in Arizona.
Yep, that was very nice.
Yeah.
It's like
that was before like I was traveling with the vape pen.
I think so. I don't remember.
We scored something.
Yeah,
but
I remember that being awesome. I ate a lot of popcorn that night. I looked like popcorn, Discovery Channel, and some Uber Eats and like some Chinese food.
Uber Eats is so dope. It's changed the game
I know,
so much
and
for traveling.
They don't do it everywhere, but like
for the most part, they just started doing it out here.
I just looked in. They did it in Battleground because I was like lunchtime. It's like I don't have a whole lot of time. If I could have Uber Eats like deliver my food, I would do it a lot.
It finally crept out here.
Sweet.
And I did it once just to kind of test it out.
Here?
Yeah, I ordered some like fish tacos.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool.
I would do that all the time. It's definitely not coming out to my house.
Dude, I did it. I like sometimes like pop an edible and just be sitting in bed like after watching some Netflix.
Right.
And I'll just like go on Uber Eats and just kind of make like a dream list on from what I would be from like Denny's or something.
Yes.
I'd be like, oh yeah, I would totally do like a moon over my hammies. Some chocolate cake.
That's great. It's like such an amazing like thing to have the capability to do that.
Dude, I brought this up on a recent podcast that like this is the best time to ever be a quad.
Right. That's true. There's no. Some people are like, "Oh, I wish I lived, in the '60s or '70s or back in the day."
You don't.
No, you don't, because like this is like
they didn't have ADA back then.
No.
Yeah.
No. Now and like all the technology that like allows us to do is like so much. It's like so great.
Yeah, and you have everything at the fingertips. Like you can watch videos and like the communications is insane. How you can just text someone around the world
and wireless stuff, so you don't have to plug crap in. Oh
yeah,
I hate wires.
I don't mind them. Like I enjoy like wired headphones.
Yeah,
like these headphones sound amazing.
Yeah,
sometimes I'll get on like YouTube and just watch like concert footage of like 1970s concerts, like the Eagles or like Tom Petty or like Santana.
And I just saw that Santana, like full experience, dude. Up at the amphitheater.
Yeah.
Oh, how was it?
Have you ever seen him in concert?
I've never seen him. No.
Dude, if you're a concert goer, I would absolutely add him on your bucket list.
I bet Santana rips, dude.
He is, dude. He is completely on a different level.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing how his music is so relevant.
Yeah.
Like after all these years, because he played at like Woodstock, man.
I
grew up on like classic music, so like Santana was always in my house. But yeah, man, he freaking had a good.
He's got the style like nobody else has too.
Yeah, what's amazing is he builds the band around him, and it doesn't matter who's singing vocals, because the best musicians want to play in his band.
Right.
So he's getting the best vocals. And
do you travel with anybody cool? Is there another opener?
The Doobie Brothers.
What? Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
I think I may have seen them a long time ago, but
he had them on stage for the first couple songs. They did some songs together.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dope.
That's great. Yeah, I've been to a few shows at the amphitheater, but never Santana. But I gotta check them out sometime.
It was incredible, man.
I like a good guitar
player.
with
three buddies from high school, and yeah. Oh, dude, what was really cool is so I bought 2 lawn ADA tickets.
Yeah.
And then 2 lawn tickets.
Uh-huh.
And the lawn ADA, which is just the platform,
right?
Like kind of a
I've
section.
been there. Yeah.
It's the sectioned off area in the front of the lawn.
Yeah.
They somehow oversold it.
Oh, wow.
So I got upgraded to the 200 level seats, which is right next to the boxes.
Nice.
Yeah. So we were maybe 25 rows or so.
That's awesome.
Behind the stage.
That's great.
Yeah, dude, it was so dope.
That's a cool place to see a show unless the wind picks up. I don't think the sound.
The sound's not that great, but where we were, it sounded amazing. If you're underneath the because it's partially covered.
Right.
If you're underneath, like
Yeah.
Dude, if it's someone that you really want to see, go splurge and do the 200 level because the sound is awesome. And then the wind wasn't. I definitely noticed the wind more when we went out to go get like food.
We had a friend who like was
that was
in
right.
charge of...
Sorry, I didn't that was right after the Gambler. So we left the Gambler at like 11, got home at 4 or so because it took forever because freaking Garth Brooks was playing in Eugene.
Yeah,
his big ass stadium tour thing.
I think Kip went to that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Kip went to that. Which
we got stuck in the traffic from Santana then that because I came home from the Gambler, went to my folks' place in Battleground, and then we took off for the Timbers game and went. That's like the exit they like to go there. And but we got stuck behind a bunch of stuff and ended up going
Dude,
back
that
way.
Place is insane when there's a concert. They shut down neighborhood streets.
Yeah, it's like
I would hate that.
Backs up like crazy. But they put up huge signs though for weeks in advance that are say like, do not come this way on this date.
Yeah.
But still, you just kind of accidentally do it.
Yeah, or like, oh shit, I forgot. Like,
right.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah.
But it's not that bad.
It's cool. I last time I was there. Was for a country show, Jason Aldean. That was pretty big.
I saw Brooks and Dunn there one time.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that was fun. And then the other memorable one was Ted Nugent, where he like dropped down this like huge like cutout of Saddam Hussein, and then like got his bow out and like shot Saddam Hussein in the heart with like an arrow. It was like so awesome.
How many pickup trucks were in the wait, no, let's narrow it down. How many rebel flags were in the parking lot?
I want to say mostly. That was a great show. ZZ Top was fun too.
They're playing in like September at the amphitheater with Cheap Trick.
Oh, that'd be a blast.
Yeah. I was like I don't know, like It is kind of a hassle to like get up there and get off the freeway and all that and park and So I don't know if I would really want to do that unless it was someone I really wanted to see.
It's like if someone
and I don't know if I really. I mean, I like ZZ Top and I like Cheap Trick, but I don't know if I really want to see him.
Yeah, well, I like their bluesy stuff, but like you say, if it's like sometimes it's expensive, you know.
Yeah, I totally dropped the ball and I'm going out to Denver in September to go hang out with some buddies, maybe do some podcasts with some friends out there. And me and my buddy Mike are going to go see Suicide Girls Burlesque show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They're playing here too, but it's kind of an excuse to just road trip out to Denver and
fun to go out, get away and go to a show.
But yeah, we want to I wanted to go see a concert at Red Rocks Amphitheater.
Oh man,
which is like I don't know if you know anything about it, but
I've seen shows and stuff like there, but I've never been there.
Okay, yeah, I've been there during the day when there wasn't anything going on, and it looks incredible.
I want to go to like a good reggae festival there.
Yeah. I want to say Snoop Dogg was there doing a concert for 420. That'd
year.
Be epic.
That would be epic.
But yeah, they do like movie nights. But Mark Knopfler, which is one of my other favorite guitarists. Is doing a show there around that same time, but it's freaking sold out.
Dang it! Are you gonna see him in Portland at the Schnitz?
Mark Knopfler?
At the Keller or the Schnitz? One of the two.
Mark Knopfler?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Someone was just telling me about that show's coming up.
I might have to look into that. Because, like, I was kind of having a debate with a friend about, like, the Mount Rushmore of guitarists.
Yeah.
And I would certainly put Mark Knopfler in there.
Yeah.
Santana. Jimi Hendrix, and probably it's kind of a toss-up between Eric Clapton or Eddie Van Halen.
Okay.
And I just wouldn't put Eddie Van Halen as a solid because I don't really like the music.
You don't go Jimmy Page?
I think he. I mean, yeah, but over Eric Clapton?
No.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
but then Eddie Van Halen, dude, like, so kind of my criteria was. Like, can you recognize who it is right away?
Yeah.
And I would even put, like, David Gilmour from Pink Floyd up there.
Okay, yeah.
Because you hear a Pink Floyd song and you know right away. Like, you hear a guitar solo from Pink Floyd. Like, you're like, Yeah, that's David Gilmour. Same with Mark
I
Knopfler.
might be a big enough Led Zeppelin fan where I could do that, but like I don't know if anybody could like recognize Jimmy Page.
Jimi Hendrix, 100%. You know that sound.
Definitely.
Santana, right away.
BB King.
Yeah. Some would argue.
Yeah.
That's why it's kind of like a hard debate.
Right. It's like whatever music.
It's kind of like your, and that's why I say it's like your personal Mount Rushmore.
Right.
So mine's Santana, Knopfler, Hendrix, and
I've always
I'd say
been
Clapton.
a huge fan of Mark Knopfler, and I've never seen him live. And somewhere like the Keller would be awesome because you're like, you're there to see him.
They have some videos on YouTube that are pretty dope.
Yeah.
Of him doing like live acoustic sets, and there's some old ones of him with Dire Straits, and
that would be awesome.
Yeah, I have to look into that because I still want someone I want to see, but that would have been dope at Red Rocks.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
The one at Red Rocks I want to see that just happened recently was Stick Figure. You like Stick Figure? It's like reggae. Oh, you should check them out. That's pretty sweet.
I saw John Mellencamp. One of my friends from high school.
I've never been a Mellencamp fan.
She casual. Like he's got good songs, right?
Yeah.
I'm definitely not a Mellencamp fan after that shit he pulled at his concert.
What did he do?
So I got free tickets, so I can't really complain a whole lot, but I got free tickets through a friend. And I went and like, okay, like he's a small town dude from Indiana, like it's cool what he did. Yeah. And he's got some good songs, like, you know, Small Town's a good song. Yeah. Jack and Diane, Hurt So Good, all that.
He's got some hits.
Right. Dude, he started the concert with a 25-minute documentary on John Mellencamp.
What?
Yeah. Like, he forced us to watch a fucking movie on his life. And it was the most narcissistic fucking thing. And
dude,
then he started the show with like 4 songs from his new album because that music's relevant.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it took him like an hour to get to a song that I had recognized, and I was like, dude, I was so bummed out. It was the only concert that I've ever walked out on or rolled out on. Like, I was like, if I don't hear another song like that I recognize, I'm done. And he fucking decides to do an acoustic set. Like just him, a solo acoustic set. So I was like, I'm fucking out.
That's what we went and just recently had an experience like that with Bruce Hornsby. And I don't really know who he was to begin with. And they were like, yeah, you know, he's got some hits. And
I'll be honest, I probably don't know.
Yeah, you would, if you heard it, you would know it. And he ended up, so apparently like, because his older stuff's kind of like, he has a couple hits. His new stuff though is like jazz, like acid jazz, like, you know, no recollection of what's going on. And it was like that. And that's what he did. And we were like, dude, this is not fun to sit here and listen to you or watch you seemingly try to play music and like sing to it.
What, so go back. Who's your Mount Rushmore?
My Mount Rushmore? Ooh, ultimate guitarist. Well, all the ones you mentioned are like so good. And once you start saying it, you're like, like Eric Clapton.
Oh, there's so many. Stevie Ray.
Yeah.
There's a lot, dude. There's
so many. Each time you say something, you're like, yes.
But
yes,
see,
each one of those guys. I have a hard time settling on one.
This is just my personal like criteria, and it's just a distinction. So like, if you hear a song on a blind hearing test, or I guess it'd be a deaf test.
Yeah.
On a like if you don't know and you hear the song and you're like, oh, this sounds like Mark Knopfler. This sounds like Dire Straits, or oh, this is definitely Santana.
Yeah.
Definitely Hendrix.
Yeah.
You know.
But like, I get that part, but then the ability to like just do some crazy guitar work,
like Eddie Van Halen, dude. Like, you watch live videos of him, and it's incredible what his like fingers are doing.
I'm trying to think. There used to be this guitarist that I followed, and he's like a no-name dude. Like nobody knows who this guy is, but he's covering all the crazy guitar players' songs because he can just wail on the guitar.
Yeah. And
he's like from Texas. I don't know. I'll remember the name later, but it's like, dude, that guy can do all these other people who they freaking rock. This guy can do all those stuff, all that stuff. So
I wonder if he can actually write anything though.
That's the thing, probably not. And his voice isn't that great.
Because when I played guitar and all I did was I knew how to read tabs. I was the most amateur guitar player ever, so I'm not even bragging.
Right.
But it was fun to play, and I would just read tabs, and I would learn how to play Santana songs.
Right.
And I would just do it on the tabs. And
I was never good at like the solo parts.
Oh, that's what I
could
love.
like do some good chords and just play good chords.
yeah, chords are fun, but I love just learning solos. And
Yeah, I was
love-
never good
I
at that.
love
I played the
pla-
guitar like a little bit back in the day.
well, dude, I was obsessed. What I would do is I would just learn sections at a time.
Yeah.
And just repeat that part of the tab over and over and over until I got it, and then I would move on to the next section. And
Nice.
yeah, this was before like digital music too, so I would always listen on my CD player and then rewind
Yeah.
and then stop the song at the right time. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I remember like stop, rewind, play.
Yep.
Stop, rewind, play.
yeah. CD players were the
Oh,
shit.
that was
That
you
10
didn't have to rewind.
That 10-second anti-skip.
Oh man, I love it. My Discman.
Digital music now is so like, it's just everything's digital or streaming or
Yeah, and like you can listen to whatever you want whenever you want.
yeah. Do you have a record player?
Oh yeah, I have a huge vinyl collection. I probably have
Oh,
like,
yeah?
maybe 500 vinyl or something like that.
Yeah, we'll have to check out my shit. 'Cause I got a little
wanna see
setup.
that.
Yeah, I got a
wanna
little
see it.
setup.
Because I love playing albums.
Yeah,
And you commit and you listen to the whole thing, and
that's what I like about like concept albums and like song cycles,
yeah.
where the whole album kind of flows into each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you know who Sturgill Simpson is,
Yes.
but his latest album, A Sailor's Guide to Earth,
Okay.
is like that, where it sounds like one continuous track.
Nice.
And it sounds dope on vinyl. I have it on vinyl.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
Definitely one of my favorite like new musicians.
We'll have to bust that out after this and like go listen. to
Yeah,
that.
unfortunately, right now I'm using my stepdad's old Marantz receiver that he had in the 70s.
Okay. Nice.
I just got it refurbished, and
Sweet.
it's pumping out through the his old JBL
Okay.
L100.
Does it sound good?
Oh yeah. I can put music. So right now what I have, unfortunately only some of the channels work. So
Okay.
I only have one working channel, and I have the turntable unplugged.
Oh, gotcha.
But I have a little Bluetooth receiver mounted to it,
Nice.
or plugged into it, and so I can play music through my laptop
okay, sweet.
through the old speakers.
Nice. That's
So
what
it
I had to
sounds
do too.
dope. Yeah, we can do that later for sure.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I want to get it back into the shop, because it's kind of like there's like some shops like that just refurbish them and sell them, and
yeah, the stuff I got is all used. That people.
you can find them on Craigslist.
Yeah.
I love vintage old. You know what the best thing about like vintage audio is like the knobs on the receivers.
Dude, the analog.
everything
feel?
just feels amazing. Like everything clicks.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's
got like it's got a FM receiver, so it's got the little scrolling like track.
like the backlit like.
Oh yeah,
thing.
especially when you get the lights. Yeah, that was one thing we had to do, was put in a couple different replace some of the bulbs. But now that it's all lit up, dude, it's like this nice, warm, cool neon blue on like.
I love it.
Yeah,
The warm sound of like vinyl with like all your vintage stuff. It's great. My setup now is all like modern, but love it.
Dude, my friend actually just called me the other day, and he just had this story he had to tell. And he was out in Portland doing breakfast at this joint, and he finished early and went next door to this record shop, and he was just kind of flipping through vinyl and shit. And he had his dad had a pretty big vinyl collection, and so I offered to like clean him, and then he's working on getting his own turntable and everything. And so he was at this record store and just flipping through like these records that were on sale, and he picked up this Rod Stewart album and looked on the back cover, and there was these initials DS.
What?
And that's his mom's maiden name's initials.
Okay.
So he took a picture of it and sent it to his mom.
Wow.
And she was like, yeah, that's definitely my handwriting.
Wow.
So he picked it. It was on the sale rack, and it was like $2 or $3.
Dude, that's
So
awesome.
he picked it up, dude, and like I'm waiting for the story, but like I wonder when her mom or when his mom
like when she had it.
Yeah, or when she had it and then sold it, and
That's great.
how many like different hands it's been passed through, and
That's great.
yeah.
I got a lot of my collection from my dad, and then I like to buy new stuff too, because you can buy new stuff, you get the MP3 download a lot of times too.
I was just gonna say that I buy a lot of new vinyl through Amazon.
Yeah.
And you get the MP3 download.
Yeah.
I did that with like Sturgill Simpson, Macklemore.
Nice.
Trying to think the last album. I bought a Dr. Dre's first album.
Sick.
Yeah. Because I like a variety of music.
Well, some of the like mid '90s stuff that I loved when I was just getting into music, they're starting to reissue it on vinyl because it's so popular. So I got Fugees, The Score.
Oh, right on.
And the next one I want to get of like that day is Wyclef's The Carnival.
That'd be dope.
Gotta get that on vinyl.
I would love some Sublime records.
Oh, I did the Sublime. I got 40 ounces of Robin the Hood.
Oh, right on.
And then I had to get Tupac, All Eyes on Me.
Yeah,
And
for
that
sure.
That one is so nice to listen to on vinyl. I love it.
Yeah. I want to get the, it wasn't necessarily my favorite album, but Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style.
Yeah.
Just for the album cover.
That's just great.
Like the most vulgar album cover.
Yeah, but like, it's like just fun to have that stuff that you can put on vinyl.
Well, that's what I like is just having that giant cover art.
Right.
Because sometimes, it opens up and it's like a bigger picture.
Yeah.
Or you can unfold it and it's like a giant poster.
I was just getting into a vinyl the other day. I'm trying to go through and listen to stuff that I haven't really listened to in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I like put the record on and I noticed there was like a poster in it. And it was like pulled out. It's like this big poster. I was like, dude, this is love how like back in the day you would get something like that. There's
a lot of cool little Easter eggs that you can find.
Yeah, and some of them got creative with their vinyls, like, the Led Zeppelin Physical Graffiti has like it's like the side of a building and all the windows are like holes, so when you put in the different vinyl sleeves, it has like different pictures through the windows.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I know there's one Eagles album where you open it up and it's like a bigger picture.
Okay.
And it's almost like a poster.
Nice.
I want to say maybe like Desperado, maybe. I don't know.
That's like one of my favorite vinyls is the Eagles Live one.
So good. Yeah. I have the Long Run because I bought my turntable at a vintage audio store in Beaverton.
Okay.
I think they're closed down now, but there's still a couple in Portland.
The one I got at mine, I got like a receiver at a place that does a lot of like vintage stuff, but it's a more modern receiver.
What do you have as far as a receiver?
Oh gosh, it's Onkyo. Is that what it is?
Oh yeah.
It's just some
I don't know
one.
I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Onyko.
Is it why? I don't even know. But I had like a couple priorities. It was like I just was doing a 2-channel and a sub. Had to have a remote.
Oh right, yeah. I don't have any of that. I got the most basic setup.
Oh yeah, I wanted a remote because it's like you don't want to. When you're on the couch, you don't want to get up if you need to turn stuff up and down.
Yeah, true.
So I got the remote, and it didn't have Bluetooth. So then I got the nice Bluetooth receiver to hook up to it.
Yeah.
And it's doing the job really nice.
Yeah.
I went with a nice sub, too.
I'm debating if I want to move it into here and take up the rest of my my studio there and just kind of put the equipment, like right there.
Right.
I don't know. It's in a good spot right now because I can like listen to it when I'm in my room, just
that's the thing.
Chilling.
Yep.
Get a little stoned and listen to a little music.
That's just great. And it's like mine's like in the living room. So, but luckily my family we're all like love listening to music. So
yeah.
During the day, like summertime now, I'm like home all day. It's like play vinyl, do projects outside. When I hear the music stop, kind of come in and flip the record. And it's a good. It's good cadence.
Yeah.
Of, I don't know, just playing music, playing music.
Yeah. That's actually one of the things I have written down is, like what, I want to, so we didn't even we just jumped right into this episode. We just started talking.
Going.
But, no, dude, I feel kind of embarrassed because I've known you for like over 10 years, but I don't even know how you got hurt.
Oh, car accident.
Yeah, locally here.
Yeah. And like in Battleground.
Yeah. And how old were you at the time?
I was 16.
Yeah. So you were one of the young ones.
Yep, 16, and driving my brother's Jeep Wrangler, and someone did kind of like California stop, and I kind of thought that they were gonna stop, so I like kind of went around the front. It was going pretty fast.
Yeah.
And then they ended up kind of nicking me and spinning us into a ditch, and I got ejected because I didn't have my seatbelt on.
Oh shit!
So just kind of fucked up C6 and 7.
Yeah.
I was like conscious the whole time. That was really the only injury.
Yeah. That's how I was.
So like no external injuries.
No head damage.
No head damage. I mean, I was like, aware of what was going on.
That's pretty fortunate, especially as like in a car accident.
Yeah.
Because I've heard of guys going into comas for.
Oh yeah, breaking other bones. Like head injuries and yeah. So it's like kind of weird to say, but all things considered, it went okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I had like some complications in the hospital of like pneumonia and like chest tubes and lungs collapsing.
Yeah, I had pneumonia and had to do the whole respiratory therapy and cough up the stuff.
Yeah. Oh man. Dude, I'm glad they had to do that because like definitely like the stronger your lungs are, the better.
Yeah, I feel like I got pretty strong lungs. Like,
yeah,
it sucks for the guys that like you can tell when they kind of have to like pause in between breaths and
I like being able to take a nice big sneeze. That's good.
Oh yeah, my sneeze is still not normal.
Oh man, I can get a good one.
I can get a good one if I'm in my rugby chair and all strapped in.
Nice.
And I can like lean forward and.
Dude, sneezing is about as close to orgasm as I want to get.
Yeah, dude, it's been a while for me, man. I've been trying. I got this like new little male vibrator. But
oh, nice.
No fucking luck, man. Just mostly frustration.
Okay.
It sucks.
See, I'm not gonna be frustrated over that. But I guess it's like
I'm not mad about it. I just like it. Just sucks because you have to go through some sort of effort.
It was like a light at the end of the tunnel, and you were like, "This is gonna do it." That would open up a Pandora's box, I think.
So going back, how long have you and your wife Erica? How long have you guys been dating?
Since before my accident, we actually dated a little bit.
Okay.
Wow!
So this was like you guys. Wow. Okay.
So back in high school. Sophomore year high school is when we met, and dated a little bit then, and then kind of had to end that, and that's in the summertime, like after school. That was like, I think I had my license. You guys broke up,
like,
so we broke up
after the injury.
We couldn't see each other, so we didn't see each other, and then that's when I got my accident. So then that we just had become pretty dang good friends after that. Like, come by, and I say pretty dang good friends. Well, long story short, we like kind of dated on and off for a long time until 2008 is when we got married.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was nice to not get too serious right out of high school. Well, I was just freshly injured, so no reason to get serious then. Well, I probably wanted to, but like, it's good not to.
I don't know if you saw that thing that was going around on the internet, but Dr. Phil had put out a thing where he was talking to this newly injured quadriplegic who was, having marital issues because his wife was having to be his caregiver.
Okay, that would be.
And Dr. Phil was saying that, like, he called them interable relationships.
Oh, that's funny.
Which is like a really funny term that I'd never heard.
I'd never heard of it, but I was like, I guess that is what you'd call it.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I mean, it's such a good, perfect term, but it just sounds weird because it's just a marriage. Like, to me, it's just like,
right.
I mean,
right.
Like,
well, she definitely is like my able-bodied self. Like, she does a lot. I will like kind of get stuff figured out and like research things and how to do stuff, and she'll build things, and she's definitely like my hands.
Yeah. And you guys are parents.
Yeah, we had twins. We did the in vitro route, and had 2 kids on the same day.
Yeah.
And at home, like in a tub in our living room, and which was like amazing. And so we got Bert and Miri.
Yeah.
So
And they're 4 years old now?
Yeah, they're gonna be 4 at the end of the summer. But so they might as well be 4. And they're just so awesome.
Dude, what's crazy about Portland is how many sets of twins we have.
There's a ton.
Yeah.
And kind of depending on which one you talk to will tell you, yeah, it's a good idea or a bad idea. But I just love it. Because it's like 2 and 3 is like my motto, like for a lot of different things. And definitely for having kids.
Yeah. Has there, like, what would you say, like, some of the big challenges are of parenting in a chair? Because that's kind of like one of my biggest concerns.
Yeah. I think I had concerns going in, but like, what I'm realizing with my kids is that like they that's all they know.
Yeah.
So like you might get some like when I'm around other little kids that aren't around me all the time, I would be like, it would be weird having a kid like this because they don't really want to like climb up on my lap, like little kids, like they're kind of scared of the wheelchair. It was not like that because, my kids, like that's what they grew up with. So
yeah,
it's like nothing. It's like, it's the same thing. They crawl up on me using my strap here.
Yeah.
Or like.
That's how my nieces and nephews are.
Yeah.
Like they know they can stand on my feet and like I'll wheel them around the house or they can sit on my lap.
Right.
And so not to freaking jump on my handlebars or my
Right. But my kids
over.
are starting to get big enough where like they're gonna be able to like knock me out of my chair. Like this morning I was like getting my shirt on in bed and Miriam like comes between my legs and then just pushes my chest while I have my shirt over my head and I flop backwards
like
onto
the most
the
vulnerable
bed.
Position.
Yeah, and she just laughs like she knows she can do that. And I was like, you little demon. And so I'm gonna definitely have issues with them, but I can still like outsmart them. So like they've got the physical over me already. Or dexterity. Like if they want to run away from me, they can. Like. But I can still like
does that happen? Does that happen often?
Oh yeah, but like that's gotta be one of those things where like they are in trouble.
Yeah. If
they run from me, because if you're in a parking lot and like they start running, they need to like listen to me because if I say stop, like they're you gotta be safe, right?
Yeah.
So I try to teach that to like in the house, like if they're in trouble and they run from me, like they're in more trouble, and they're kind of starting to get that. Like I said, they're 4. So they push the boundaries a lot, and there can be, there's hard times. There's times where they don't listen, that's for sure. But for the most part, they're great kids, and like having an issue of like parenting in a chair, there's isn't any really. Like you just figure it out. I mean, you're the same way as me, where like you adapt, you figure it out how to do it.
Yeah, I've babysat a couple times, but the kids are usually pretty well behaved because like I kind of take the complete opposite approach that like my dad took, and I'm not really like a disciplinary. I'm just more like I'm gonna talk to you calm, and I'm gonna talk to you like an adult, and
that's kind of the way I am too. But like I'm becoming more disciplinary as time goes on because you kind of realize how like that structure helps. Having like some boundaries and things like that. But like talking to them normally definitely do.
Mm-hmm.
There was like something I was going to say about parenting issues. Oh yeah. Quad changing a diaper. That's exciting. Like using your teeth to like, Definitely we have like a table and I would change them on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got to an age where like they could climb up onto the chair, climb up onto the table,
right on,
lay down, and you could change your diaper, and then diaper wipes are right there. It's like totally possible.
When they were like toddlers, like were you able to pick them up off the ground, or
when they were little, when they would have like suspenders, I could pick them up off the ground. Even if they had like a onesie where it's like there's like 2 or 3 buttons, kind of like
you can kind of reach in there, and
you can kind of reach under their shirt like from the back and like pick them up.
Yeah,
there's been a couple times where like they're like being little shits and like whining on the ground, and they won't do what you want, and they can't walk at this point either, and It's kind of silly saying that right now because they were so cute. Back then. You're like, why were they being a shit? I don't know. But anyways, you could like, I'd be like, you better get up here, or else I'm gonna have to reach down there and pick you up, and you're not gonna like it.
Yeah.
So they'd be freaking out. So I'd reach down there and get my hand under their shirt, and like pick them up like that, and they can't do anything because I've got them like by the shirt.
Yeah, we got 2 that are 3 right now, and it's such a fun age because they're walking around. And they're talking and they got little opinions. Yeah, you can joke with them and tease them. And
right. I love it.
My new thing right now is I always tell them, like, every time they come over, I'm like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Like, I got school. I was like, you want to skip school and go to the zoo?
That's awesome.
And they're always like, yeah, let's do it. Because I know they're going to forget by tomorrow. So
Right. Oh, man, my kids would not forget if they said something like that. I told them we were going out for breakfast, and then, this weekend's coming up, So then every day it's like, is it the weekend yet? And I'm like, no, what are you going to get? And it's like, I want to get some hash browns. And like, they know what's going on. Like,
that's the cool. Well, that's the cool thing about just like, I mean, they call me uncle. They're my cousin's kids.
Yeah. Dude, uncle's the best person to be.
Yeah. It's amazing. Cause like they get to come over every now and then. I get to watch them, but then
they get to go home.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, go home. I get my peace and quiet. And
that's the way to go.
Yeah, we had a little kind of a post 4th of July little celebration here. And
nice.
They were over and lighting off fireworks and doing the whole marshmallows thing. And
that's great.
Yeah. And they all live in the city, so it's nice that they get to come out here and kind of enjoy the woods and
kind of get away with stuff that you can't do in the city. And then they're so the wonder is there, in their eyes, and that's so great.
Once they were trying to like catch rabbits and stuff. They wanted to get like some cardboard boxes and go catch the rabbits. Yeah. It was like once the weather gets warm, we're gonna do camping, like some backyard camping, because like I said, they all live in like the suburbs, so
that's awesome.
They don't really have yards to run around in.
Oh man, our kids, like, we have like almost 3 acres. We got like neighbors that live kind of down the gravel driveway, and they have kids that are the same age. So I mean, they're just turning 4, and we'll like let them loose, and they'll walk down the road and go over to the neighbor's house and play, and then they'll come up to our house. It's a great little country neighborhood.
Yeah, especially if they're able to kind of just go off and be on their own, because I feel like a lot of parents now, like, they can't really let their kids run out. Because I remember as a kid, man, I was out on my bike. I was out on my bike with the neighbor kids, and we would just, I mean, even in the suburbs, like in Southeast Portland, we'd be driving or riding our bikes around, going to the grocery store, and that's like so important to be able to explore and to not have someone telling you what to do next and then what you should be doing. And then to know when to come home, or like if it's late, like to call your folks, because you didn't have cell phones.
No.
So it'd be like, hey, can I use your phone? I need to call my folks and tell them I'm going to be a little late.
Right. Or like, you couldn't, and then you had to come home. So like
that's one of my biggest worries right now is for the kids. It's just like, they're not going to have any privacy because social media,
right.
Like cyberbullying is insane. Like you're teaching high school, right? You're teaching high school, right?
Oh yeah. Yep. And things spread so fast. It doesn't matter if it's true or not.
Did you always know you wanted to be a teacher?
No, I always knew that I was like a natural leader.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that I was going to be a teacher per se. I mean, I like the idea of teaching things. I wanted to do, I think right out of the gate, I wanted to do art stuff.
Yeah.
And, nothing really involved with leadership per se. But I was always kind of an early adopter of technology. So I got into like multimedia art, video editing, web development. A little bit of coding back in the day, but then I realized I liked the teaching, and like, after being in a hospital for a while and like having to I had an art therapist that was like just someone that I really thought that was a cool position, and what they were doing was cool. And I think it was a little bit, I mean, I'm sure they did this art therapy forever, in some form, but seemed like there was a college in Portland that was offering degrees in that. So I kind of went for that a little bit. And that's when I realized I really enjoyed the like kind of healing teaching aspect of what I liked about or what I wanted to do.
Okay.
And then I ended up doing a nonprofit where I was kind of like teaching these after high school skills to people with disabilities. So it was like, and they did a scholarship too. So like writing resumes, filling out the FAFSA, interview skills. So then I was like really enjoying the aspect of the teaching, and it was like, man, I should go back to school and be a teacher. And that was about time where there was like a job opening to be a classified employee. It was like a lab assistant.
How old were you at the time?
I was, this was 2010.
Okay.
So yeah, I
So
can't do the math that fast.
you'd already been married for like 2 years.
I'd been married. Yeah, been married for 2 years. So
Still no kids, right?
yeah,
Like,
still no kids. So then I went back and got a job as a lab assistant in a digital photography class.
Yeah, I
And
remember that.
yeah, it was really cool, and graphic design too. And so it was really fun because I just got to help kids with Photoshop and digital cameras and design and graphics and color like all day long.
Just using like Adobe.
Yeah, Illustrator, Photoshop.
Those are all the things I wish I know how to use. Like not like expertly, but at least proficiently.
Yeah, and
just that's what I use. That's what I use for the show. I'm using like Audition and
okay, sweet.
I'll use what is it called? Premiere.
Yeah.
And then I kind of self-taught myself how to do like basic stuff on Illustrator and Photoshop.
Nice. And
Nothing
so
crazy.
I did that a little. So I did all those classes in college because I thought I was going to be, like a multimedia.
Yeah. Did you design the Portland Pounders logo, the PP?
No, not the current one. But I've done some shirts and stuff.
Yeah, I know you've done some stuff. Because I love that PP logo.
It's really cool.
It's so dope.
They a funny story about that I like is there was like a actual like company that did it kind of pro bono for us. That the Merrimans knew, from what I understand. But they did like a research, like what's like rugby all about, kind of a one sheet of all these different images, and one of the images was me when I had my dreads on. Not my dreads on, but when I had dreads. And I was like, yes, that's awesome.
Yeah. How long did you rock the dreads for?
It wasn't even a year. It was like under a year. I grew my hair out way long. Yeah. Went to a place in Portland called Dread Rock Salon. Like had them put in like professionally. It was the most painful experience of my life. I have like such a soft, like tender head. I can't. So
I was thinking about getting braids because my hair is pretty. I'm growing out this mullet right now.
That'd be great. Erica gave me the mullet go-to. Like you can do it, so I need to do it soon. Yeah, but I'm gonna wait till my hair is grown out a little longer.
Yeah, no, you seem to like. I think I've seen you with short hair once.
Yeah, I had like longer hair.
Yeah, you've always been rocking the beard though.
Yeah, dude, it's coming in good. I was like thinking about cutting it off. Sometimes I have like, these nights where it's like really annoying or something like that, and I'm like, I'm cutting it off. But then now it's like coming in better, and it's coming in gray.
Dude, I haven't shaved in like 2 weeks, and this is about all I can do, and I'm just growing this dirty, gnarly stash just to look like a nice. I'm going for the
summer hobo look, man.
Yeah, I'm going for the hobo look right now. So
it's just summer, like whatever look. I love it.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be going back to Cozumel. I just got back from Bonaire. Okay. Earlier, I went there last month to do some diving. Nice. And then I'm going to Cozumel at the end of August to do some more diving. So I just figured, like, whatever, let's just kind of just shag it up a little bit and not have to look so prim and proper. But I think I'm gonna keep the mullet for a while.
Dude, you're rocking it good.
I don't know how long I'm gonna let it grow, like how long I want it down my shoulders. I'll probably keep it right at the top of my shoulders.
Dude, love it when you start having to like cut the mullet, trim the mullet back a little bit.
Yeah, what's cool is it's coming back. Like there's more and more people that are starting to like, make it look good.
BG's like kind of rural out there, and like there's some mullets like that are awesome.
Is that what I've never heard Battleground called BG, but
oh yeah, dude.
Because we call Oregon City OC.
The OC. Oh yeah. And there's like the great mullets that you see out like in the wild that are like, dude, that person isn't really like, they didn't like try. That's just like what they do.
Yeah.
They've always done it.
Yeah.
They're not doing it because it's back in.
Yeah, you see that at the Malala Buckaroo.
Yeah.
You know what? It's like kind of like the national haircut of Australia.
That makes sense.
And there's a lot of guys just rocking the mullet, man.
I love it. I love it. I'm gonna do it.
It's fun. I mean,
dude,
it's
if you were the teacher with the mullet at Battleground, you'd be cool.
As the saying goes, man, it's not a hairstyle, it's a lifestyle.
That's right.
And it totally is, because ever since I've been growing this thing out, like I go on Craigslist and I'll look at El Caminos, and
that's where I got just that's where I got the naturally slide into that lifestyle.
That's where I got the idea for doing the gambler El Camino.
Yeah. So it's a gateway. It's like a gateway drug. A gateway haircut to like the redneck scene.
Yeah, I don't want to quite say the redneck scene. I think it's more just like the carefree lifestyle.
The carefree. The like, party.
Yeah.
Business in front, party in back.
Like whatever. I'm here for one thing.
Yeah.
Just here to have fun.
Just here to have fun.
So how long have you been teaching? What do you teach? Like what subjects?
It's like a computer class, so there's two different ones. It's like business software, Excel. They call it digital communications. Basically, just becoming proficient with operating systems, business software.
Oh, right on.
We do like formatting documents, so their stuff doesn't look like ransom letters or like a block of text.
Yeah.
And then I do a Python class too, which is coding in Python. It's like an introduction class, a real basic Python stuff. And then this year I'm really excited. I've been doing that for 2 years. Now I'm gonna have an advanced one, so we'll be able to get into some
that's amazing
more advanced
that kids are
functions.
learning that at like the high school level.
It's so sweet, and it's like that kind of stuff can truly transcend any work environment. Like everybody is using coding.
My brother went back to school for computer science, and he's working for Nike right now.
Sweet.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what he's doing, but he's doing some nerd shit.
Yeah. That's awesome. It's cool. I do that, and then I do a web design class also.
Oh, right.
Which is fun because you get in the Python class too. You get a little intersection of technology and art and creativity.
Dude, those are all skills that I wish I had like right now.
Yeah,
like it would help so much with the podcast, and I used my GI Bill for a couple different things, but I went back and got my certificate for multimedia journalism.
Sweet.
And I got to take a video editing class, and that was my first kind of introduction to Adobe, like the Adobe Creative Suite.
Mm-hmm.
Love video editing.
It's so useful to have those skills.
Yeah, I can't wait to post finish the gambler video, because I got a bunch of different little stills that I'm gonna splice in, and I got a cool little soundtrack for it, and
that's rad.
Yeah,
it's like hardcore rock and it's like death metal.
It's Motley Crue.
Yes.
Kickstart My Heart.
Yes. That's awesome. That was definitely on our playlist in the car.
Yeah, so we didn't figure out the CD changer thing till like the midday Saturday. But we had my Bluetooth speaker until that battery died. But it was kind of nice just cruising and just with the part of the windows down, because there was
the dust.
The driver window didn't roll down, or no, the passenger window didn't roll down, and then some of the back windows would sometimes work, sometimes not.
Oh man, in the Winter Gambler, the window went down and then wouldn't go back up, and it was like raining and cold. So I got my sleeping bag and like wrapped up in my sleeping bag in the passenger seat, and like had it kind of like propped up with my arm in the window, staying warm and keeping the wind off of me.
God, that sucks.
Yeah, we survived though. I made it home.
Yeah, two of our guys, they camped outside the first night, And by the
It
second,
got cold.
oh, it was like 41 degrees the first night.
Yeah.
And then the second night, it was a little bit warmer. It was like 46. But
Yeah, it was like so nice and warm during the day, and you just don't realize how it's like 4,700 feet.
it wasn't even that warm. It was hotter in Portland. I was kind of expecting like 90. I didn't do it as weird. I didn't even bring a hoodie, which is like a quad without his hoodie. It's like
That's
unprepared.
a shame, dude.
Yeah, that's an unprepared quad.
Yeah.
No, I just the only like outer layer I had was just my cami blouse, which isn't really that insulating.
No. Dude, but do you sleep in your toy hauler? Or
Yeah,
I
I was kind of a wiener. We stayed in the toy hauler and had the heater on, and
that's nice.
had some, pretty thick blankets. And
well, we had like a propane heater that we had, but that's like for outside. Can't have it inside. So we were sitting around the propane heater, and like drinking. And by the time it was like ready for bed, it was like I was hitting the cot and like out. So
is that when you were staying in Gambletown, you actually had the tent set up and everything?
Yeah, we had a tent, and so my buddy and I, Jake, shared a tent. So we have two cots.